You gotta love that coffee, chat. You admits it cannot stop Sony from making physical games. And Sony's getting into crypto, huh?
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fermie's trading people where your skin. All recent gaming go, it's an A top bean. Good morning, come and moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. Wake up, it's a
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Okay, follow me. We're here. All right, you got this. All right, we're here. Okay, good morning, everybody. Also tuning in, Evie, the crazy one. Wishing you a beautiful and an awesome Monday. And like I said, fresh of the week, you know, because heck, it's gonna be a beautiful week today. Let's see who's already in here. We have David Cohen. What's up, my brother? Good morning. How are you, man? He says, I think Xbox will continue being physical. You really think that, though? If everything goes well, I just want more back-compatible games to be added on. My feeling is Asha wants to add more backwards compatible games with FPS boost. Hell, the hit Lego games from Xbox 360 and Xbox One are FPS boost and look regardless if they are 1080p, and it's due to how nice TT Lego games tend to hold up. The fact that Lego art style is clean, huh? Yeah. I mean, look, I already mentioned this earlier, you know, about the physical thing. That if Xbox is going to continue to have physical, like they just released the console being digital, but they release it with a disk drive that you can purchase, you know, and you can just pretty much plug it to your console or add it to your console like the PlayStation did, and that's it, yeah. And just have, if you want to have your physical games if you want to use it to add your physical licenses on the Xbox, though, as they say that something might come out, you know, hell, that's what they can do. But. We all know something, though. We got a problem out here, and that is that, you know, the whole physical thing is a big-ass issue. And I don't know if Sony or Xbox, I mean, I don't know, chat. I don't know. It could be that third-party devs could give the license to someone else to, you know, to fabricate the games or something. I don't know what's going to happen, though. It's something that's kind of interesting because I see a lot of people mad about this out there. And I see that nobody sits there and tries to explain to them what's happening, what's going on. The only thing they're trying to do is pamper Sony as much as they can instead of taking this as a serious matter and sit there and explain it to the fans and say, okay, this is the problem, blah, blah, blah. But at the end, as much as they pamper Sony, it's Sony that has to come out and say something about it, which it's been, almost 2 weeks and they haven't said shit. It's like they don't care. That's what success of Eric Von Eric. Good morning. What's up, Eric? How you doing, man? You Bay, what's up? Whoever thought the CMA could force Sony to keep making physical games is mentally challenged. Here's the funny part, though. they can make the CMA, not make physical, but what they can do is, I even said this out loud on a tweet the other day, what y'all should be talking about is, what can we do with our digital rights, though? There's got to be something to be done. Because, look, business-wise, I get it why physical CDs have to go away. I understand that 100%. I get that. Some people may not, but I do understand. I mean, that was something that's coming. And not only that, the Xbox got me to be in this zone. Cool. I appreciate it. You know, much better for me. I can download games easily, play the game this very same day it comes out. No problems. I love it to death. All right. But again, that's personally me. But there's other people who like to buy the physical CDs and stuff like that, which I get too. But at the end of the day, though, our digital library is just sitting there. I want to do something with my digital library. I want to be able to say, okay, let me go ahead and sell this game, or you know, do something. The publisher gets his cut, I get my cut, and I can go buy something else. You know, that would be pretty sweet. Because that's the good thing about physical, though. You gotta love when it's like that, though. Hey, Greenbush Xbox, how you doing, man? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Apex NYC, good morning. Talos, the man with the braid. What's up, Talos? What's up? So it says here, Sim already said they're not getting involved in the digital rights thing. Ah, they're not gonna get involved? Wow. Hi, Louis, Dave from Scunthroat here. How you doing, Dave Wesley? I know who you are, my friend. Not spoken for a while. I don't see the problem is with this. They're not worth much in resale, and so many games have to connect to the internet anyways. There you go. I mean, that's something that we know we've been talking about before, about how these physical games, you know, even though you probably have the physical, you do not have the full game, or sometimes you might just have a code and the code gets sent and then you get to download the full game to play it, or you probably have 3/4 of the game or 1/4 of the game, all that stuff. But look, the problem is, right? The problem is, David, that Sony did not sit down and talk to its fans. That was the problem. I mean, and that main problem right there is what caused this commotion, because there's still people out there that maybe is a 10% or 15%, or let's say all of them. They probably buy one physical a year or something. Probably. I mean, I don't know, because I don't have the statistics though right there. And even though Sony posted the statistics, you know, it smells like it's burning. What's burning? PC, don't catch on fire, man, because if you catch on fire, man, I'll be super pissed. So like I was saying, though, we don't have that general statistic about how many people like actually buy physical games or just buy to collect, because there's probably some people just buy it digitally and then buy the physical to have it right there. I mean, I don't know. That can happen, though. But I do get why they're furious. I understand, and that is Sony did not communicate with them or explain to them why they gotta leave the physical area. But it's okay. It's okay, you know? That's why they're all mad. And we, you know what we're doing, David? We're sitting here just eating on popcorn and watching the drama unfold, because at the end of the day, that's what Sony caused. They caused a big drama with their fans. Their fans are now mad, and they're saying they're not going to buy a PS6, which I sit there and I'm like, okay, don't buy it then. I mean, if it's true they're not going to buy it, you know? But I thought corporations shouldn't talk to fans according to PS fans. Exactly. They created their monster. They got what they wanted. And I'm happy they're getting what I'm happy they're seeing what their monster is. I'm being serious. This is the best thing that I have ever seen. The monster they have created is now coming back and destroying them in half. Because they out there crying, complaining, and bitching, while that monster is just chilling, collecting money. So it says, Sony to the fans be like, why you guys got to be so fucking annoying? Because that's what they created, annoying fans. I mean, they know how to deal with them, because look what they're doing. They know so well how to deal with them that right now what they're doing is they're posting stuff and just not giving a damn while they're out there crying their lungs out, signing a petition for 300,000 K, which sooner or later it might get to 1 million or 2 million. You know, they're probably gonna bot it or something like that because they're so furious. They'll probably go to extremes to do stuff. But in the end, though, that's not the fight you gotta have, though. The fight you gotta have is the whole digital stuff. You gotta get into that. You gotta get into that because if we don't start talking about it, like I say, if we don't start talking about it like I do, I mention it a lot, we're gonna get into next gen and they're gonna do whatever the fuck they want with our digital content. But all right. Malcolm Lax, good morning. Yeah, the auto HDR and boost is a great feature already supported by so many devs who made it possible for those older games to get those upgrades on Series X. Seriously, that's just beautiful. Sony to their fans. Okay, we read that. I left consoles to PC years ago. It's sad in its current state because I remember PC had physicals too. Yeah, they did. They did. My class going to full heal mode if everything is going to full digital disc. Disappearing with what was wrong with $30 Game Pass. Laugh my ass off. You're going to full heal mode? HL facts. They trashed Xbox for talking and praised Sony for ignoring them. Because they were like, Sony's doing so well, they don't need to talk to us. That's what they said. Look how well they're doing. They're taking away physical games. They're doing so well, and yet they're not saying anything to you, which I still find funny. Because, man, oh, man, you deserve every hint of it. So, let's cover that news real quick. And let me see if I can get AI to sum this up. Because I know Joey's hopping in later on, so we got to sum this up. How do you sum this up again? Okay. Paste. Oh, shoot. Oops, my bad. Oh, yeah. I did it right. Let me ask if you can sum. Where is AI? Copilot. There you go. Where is Copilot? Copilot, where are you? So we can summarize this article because I don't want to read throughout this whole thing. I think I read a little bit of it the other day. But really, I just want to cover this up. All right, Microsoft Copilot. Okay, here we go. Let's get in there, baby. Come on. Open it up. Stop. Okay, here you go. Message. I am with Microsoft. What do you mean sign up with Microsoft? What? Thank you. I'm already signed in. All right, here it is. Message to Copilot. Let's get it on the world. Can you summarize this article? And Joey's gonna kill me. Joey's like, what? All right, perfect. We got the article. Let's put it on the screen because I got the summarize right here about this article. All right, let's go. Woohoo, man! I'm learning how to use this stuff. Yay, chat! I'm learning. BB Money B, good morning. What's up, BB? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Hope you're good. Hope you are good, my friend, and I hope you don't get using these weird terms like you were using the other day, BB Money. I'm being serious. Alright, got it. Time to do the switch. So the title says, my chat, it says here loud and clear, EU admits it cannot stop Sony killing physical games. Companies are free to offer games and services in the manner that they see fit. It comes down to commercial and contractual freedoms. So like I was saying loud and clear, it says here with the Copilot, the article explains that the European Commission cannot prevent Sony from phasing out physical games and disc, even though the EU recently approved Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard with conditions meant to protect competition in cloud gaming. Sony has been moving forward to a digital-only future, evidenced by the PS5 Digital Edition decline in support for physical media, and industry trends showing that the most PlayStation games sales are now digital. The EU's regulatory powers don't extend to forcing a company to continue producing physical formats. Oh, so Sony is free to discontinue this if it chooses. So this piece also notes physical games sales have sharply declined across the industry, Retailer and preservationists worry about the long-term impact on the game ownership and access. Microsoft Cloud Gaming commitments required by EU for the Activision deal, it don't affect Sony's decision with physical media. Why did they have to add that in there, though? What does that have to do with the whole market? Like, again, this is something that really irritates me. Why do these articles keep on adding Microsoft stuff? This has nothing to do with Microsoft. It's Sony that took the decision. Come on, guys. So ultimately, the market, not regulators, will determine whether physical discs survive. So it all depends on the market. So I find it kind of weird, though, that they don't want to jump into it. Because, listen, I understand you guys cannot get into the business side of things. I get it. You cannot force them to do physical. You cannot force them to do all this stuff. But you got to do something about the digital rights, though, for us, the consumer. We have no rights when it comes down to this digital thing. And we're paying this much money for a license. At least let us have the option like we do with physical to get our games and we can resell them or trade them or do whatever the fuck we want if it's a physical format. You guys got to do something about the digital that can actually let us do that. That'll be sweet if that happens, though. If you guys would focus on that instead of Sony taking away things like it's theirs. Because listen, out of all the stores, I got to say the worst one is PlayStation. That's the worst one. Because why do I say it's the worst one? Because they can do whatever the fuck they want when it comes down to digital stuff like they did with the movies the other day. And that was a terrible, and I do mean a terrible, terrible move to do that. But, like you say, they're free to do whatever the fuck they want. There you go. This is what you get. The EU can regulate competition, but it cannot force Sony to keep physical disc alive, and current market trends suggest Sony may continue shifting toward all digital ecosystem. Wow. But again, you guys got to do something about that. No, what? See, I'm being serious though. You guys better be working with that and do something about that, because at the end of the day, we will not have anything though. Still think it's a shame Maurice no longer has his channel. Really miss his reviews. David, you know what the tough thing is? He's not gonna come back though. He felt like it's freedom for him. Now he can sit there and play games. Now he can sit there and have some fun. He was telling me about this the other day right here on the show. He was with me. He came by, after a couple months, and he's not fighting anymore with YouTube. He's done fighting with YouTube, and he said it. I feel free. I feel good. It was becoming more of a job or something like that. And I do get it, because I was telling him with my personal experience, like everything that's happening. It says here, Maurice just got tired of YouTube and all the edits on it. No. The problem with YouTube was that YouTube, he did like a thing. I don't know what it was. Like, he explained it to me. And he did something that YouTube gave him a strike to it. And what happened was his channel went under review for 3 or 4 months. So he was not making money on the channel. And when he came back to talk to YouTube, YouTube just kept on ignoring him. Like, yeah, okay, cool, no problem. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And so Maurice got pissed off and said, okay, you guys ignoring me. I'm done. I'm leaving you. And so he decided to work with other platforms, and seemed like it wasn't working out. So he said, you know what, I'm done. So he quit doing videos in general. So he's done. And right now he's just, like he told me, he's free. He's with his job. He got a better offer from the job. He's making more money on his job. And yeah, he's just living life. The other day he was camping with his dog and just having some fun. That's what you do. That's what you do. Not worried about if these numbers went up, if these numbers went down, how's my algorithm and stuff like that. I get where he went. I get where he went to, though. I get it. Bro boy, good morning. How you doing, my friend, bro boy? I hope everything is good. Hope everything's Joey says he'll be in here for a bit. So before Joey jumps in, I want to cover this though. This is something that and this one I'm not going to use Copilot, because I'm going to read it loud and clear, chat. This is some funny stuff right here, chat. Oh Lord, chat. Let's get into this. I'm already laughing because I read this yesterday. I was laughing so hard with this though. Oh man, let's get into it. Watch this, chat. This is not a good thing though. Sony pushes for dollar stablecoin to use for PlayStation purchases. Uh-oh. What does that mean, though? Uh-oh. So it says here, Scott Milker discusses how Sony is pushing for a new dollar stablecoin to be used for PlayStation purchases. That's basically it. Make sure you can also check out Yahoo's Crypto Hub to find the latest crypto-related news. So basically, Sony's going into crypto. So we know that not much stuff is happening, and of course I have to listen to what happened over here, but I know is that Sony's wanting to get into this, so that way when you jump into the PlayStation Store, you can buy your Sony PlayStation money, and once you get your Sony PlayStation money, you can actually purchase games with the Sony PlayStation money. The question is, how much is that going to be worth, though? Oh my God, that is the honest question, though. How much is it going to be worth, though? Pony Crypto, there you go. Crazy Louis going by something for GTA for Meet the Cheetah birthday. Him birthday on November 19th. Where are you going to buy him, Big B Money? What you going to buy? Hey, Kirby Mon, good morning, my friend. Good morning, good morning, morning. So yeah, Sony wants to get into crypto, chat. How is that shit gonna work? Well, I mean, at least it's a good thing. That means that, you know, that they're focusing a lot on crypto money. So I think crypto money is gonna go up, you know, probably in the next couple of days. I hope it does. Seriously, I'm waiting for that spike when it comes to crypto coins. No joke, but damn. So you don't get your money back? Probably not, Safo. Probably not. I'll make you try to push you to buy this. It's basically like, I'll give you a quick explanation of this. It's basically like how you do a Fortnite, though. You know, you cannot purchase things directly with Fortnite. You got to buy the V-Bucks. And after you get the V-Bucks, you go ahead and purchase what you want. Basically, it's just like this. You're going to get a Sony PlayStation dollar where you go in, buy the Sony PlayStation dollar, and with that Sony PlayStation dollars, you can go ahead and buy the games you want to buy, you know, from PlayStation. That's what they're basically working for, as they say. I mean, I don't know when is that going to come out. But again, it's getting weird. But I heard something, though. I heard that Amazon's also looking for it, you know, to do their own money. Their Amazon money. I do not know why, but they're looking to do that. But I heard pretty much major companies are actually working with that. So we'll probably see Nintendo Bucks. We'll probably see Microsoft Wallet. I don't know. We'll probably see something happen, though, when it comes down to this, though. Commando Striker says, I hope it get hacked and all of it gets stolen and Sony gets sued. Damn. If you buy something and want a refund, then they pay you in their monopoly money. Probably so, Safo. Probably so. But wait, do they actually give you your money back? Because they pretty much give you like a store credit or something like that. Like they give you the $60 back for you to get, but they give you like in points. I never like got my money in my wallet back though, because at the end of the day I say, okay, give them the money back, and you know I go purchase something else, because that's what you do though. Hey, Jago6, what's up? What's up? Sony should use the 360 Microsoft points, says Malcolm Lax. Oh Lord. EU admits it cannot stop selling PlayStation physical, can't or won't, because the EU seems to force other tech companies to adopt its rules. I think it can't, though, because that's a business decision, Kirpymon. It's a business decision. And the thing is, if a business has something right there, because look, I explained to you guys how factories work, though, a couple of days ago. And if you got something that you're building all the time, like, and people are not buying it, you have two options. So you either stop making them or start selling them super cheap for people to buy them. But the problem is that if you start selling them for super cheap, you won't make any money either. So at the end of the day, though, the news is that either you quit doing it or you move forward, you know, or you change the factory so workers can get paid, you know, and get things done. That is the problem right there. And so Sony, what he did was they canceled already the physical idea. They said, we're not going with it. They changed the factory, and now they're working on stuff for cameras. Which, you know, because cameras do sell, though. So Yubei makes a good point. Forcing someone to keep producing something is a step that the CMA has absolutely no power over. Because, I mean, look, Cuppermon, the other day, OG said loud and clear, we're not going to make any more Blu-ray players. That's it. They said we're not making any more, and the CMA didn't jump into it. The FTC didn't jump to it. Nobody jumped into it. Because nobody was buying them, though. So what are you going to do? Build this product just to have it on the shelf and just wait for one day someone to come by and pick it up? Like they're doing right now. Probably they're sitting right there. Nobody's picking it up. I probably could get LG Blu-ray players that are still in storage, though. I probably could get some. Unless if Best Buy, Walmart, and the others sell it at the price cost just to get them out of the unit. That's it. And then they'll just disappear. And then you have to go buy it on eBay and stuff like that, like we do with the Super NES and all the products, though, because we know they don't make them anymore. And I'm out of coffee. So I may not use them, but I feel those who do and those in future generations should experience games in their home or anywhere and forever without any connection required unless patches. They do not give your money back. Yep. Forcing someone to keep producing. Okay. I still use Microsoft points to buy stuff after all I earn from playing games and surfing the web. Also, when you buy a digital, they give you more points. Yep. Yeah, because it's based on the fiat currency, so they do whatever they want. Keep forcing tool to make things that are 100% obsolete or not selling is something companies can't realistically do. Exactly. That's the thing with these companies, though. Like, they're just not going to keep on going with that stuff. And that's the area, like I said, Sony should have sat down and explained it to them. And listen, and this would have been a short, sweet article explaining it, or they talking to them since last year, since they quit producing the Blu-rays, though. They should have done it since last year, since January, to soothe things off. But they didn't. All they did was make a post and said, we're not doing this anymore. F you, we're done. Have a good day. That's what they did. And Joey is in the building. Let me get him in here. All right. Placing all scenes. Brother Joe, good morning. How you doing, my homie? Joey's there quiet. Oh, you doing something? Okay, Joey's working on something.
No, my mic is not working, I think. I don't know.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can? Okay, that's there. My bad.
It's okay. How you been, bro? What's cool? What's new?
Good morning. Did you have a storm last night?
I don't know. I did not feel a storm last night, but it was cold as hell.
Jesus. Around, what, 3:30 in the morning, I woke up because fucking lightning flashes and shit. And I'm like, what the hell?
You about to run outside naked, Joey, right?
No.
Oh. I'll tell you about run outside naked, though, because of the storms.
I did have a... I did have a... a 13-year-old boy starts to get in my bed last night, my son. We had this lightning flashes was bad, bro.
So he ran into your bed?
Dude, it was bad. It was really bad.
Oh, I know it was bad, though, but wow.
It was really bad. It was like, nah, man.
It was one of those storms that shook the house, right?
Dude, I could hear the roof move and shit.
Oh, damn.
Everything was cracking. I had things fall off because of the wind. I had to close the windows. It was really bad. But it lasted like for an hour and a half. So I was like, damn. And it's still dark right now. Like, if I turn off the light and the window's open.
And the window's open?
It's like, yeah, the windows are open. It's like, it's about to rain again.
Right now, I'm checking my weather, and it seems like we do not have such a bad storm here. Like, supposedly it was going to rain today, but it's just going to rain for a little bit. We got 10% of rain. But this is up to 12 p.m., so, yeah, I don't know if it's going to rain, though. So, I think we're good. We're good for today, and I hope so, because I want to go bicycle riding, though. I mean, I'm training. I'm doing exercise, so it'll probably rain later on. Let me see, 3 p.m. Yeah, it will be dry by the time I go do exercise, it seems. But yeah, Joey, no storm here, no storm. That's That's that Twister movie type lightning. Says Marco.
Yeah, it was. It was really bad, bro. It was really bad. The trees were doing like. I had to.
Oh god.
I have a big ass Rottweiler, right? I got Mac. I had to put Mac inside the house because he has like his little house outside. I had to bring him inside the house. It was that bad, bro. So
Damn.
yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So Joey, what's gonna be the bad Xbox news for the week?
I don't know. I don't know. It could anything could happen, but I don't think anything's gonna happen yet. I mean, we know that they still have 1,600 people to fire. that's that's
That's
something that we know is gonna happen.
it's gonna happen though, unless it can change around down the road and nothing
No, no,
happens.
no,
Though.
no. That's it. That's already in the budget. That's gonna happen.
Oh, it's already in the budget. Oh, okay. I thought there could be a flip
No,
around.
I
They can
mean
save
not
it
in the
down.
budget, but that's something that's gonna happen
Oh,
either
okay.
way. But I don't think it's gonna hit. They already hit Xbox Game Studios, or at least part of it, and they already hit ZeniMax.
Mm-hmm.
I think the next is gonna get hit or ABK,
Mm.
ID at Xbox maybe, and some other departments that we're like, oh yeah, they were actually work for Xbox too. So I don't know. But
Or Arcane probably be
besides
on the
that, I
list
don't.
though.
I'm sorry.
Arcane could be on the list too. We don't know. They could let go Arcane and be like, okay.
I was about to say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
outside of Arcane, that we still don't know what's gonna happen with them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because I don't care what people say. Arcade has done nothing.
Mhm.
Absolutely nothing. I know some people love Dishonored, but if you actually look at when they purchased ZeniMax, and when you look at the numbers, and when they okay, those are all public. Dishonored 1 is the only one that actually made money. Everything else, every single game, all of them
Mm-hmm.
has underperformed. All of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not a single one worked.
So wait, Deathloop underperformed even though it got awards and stuff like that?
Who gives a shit about an award?
Oh, I know. I'm just saying it got awards and stuff like that. I'm just adding the
Yeah,
award.
awards doesn't make money.
So let's take this
Bragging
T
rights.
though. Oh, it's a bragging right. Okay, so they have made 1, 2, 3.
It's like Call of Duty crying because it's never awarded for anything. You think Call of Duty is gonna cry for that when it sells 30 million copies almost a year? Come on, who gives a damn?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they made Wolfenstein Young Blood? Ew.
No, they didn't make it. They developed because they
Oh.
help. They also
Oh,
help.
okay. Alright.
But it's not only that though. Like Dishonored 2, we know didn't it underperform. We know Deathloop underperformed. We know what else they make.
Dark of Messiah Mighty Magic, Commerce Star, Arcs Fatalities.
I don't
I don't
know,
know
games
what-
you never heard
I
about.
don't know what the hell is that though.
And the worst part is I actually want to see that Blade game. I want to see it.
I do too.
Because it's Blade. It's like, dude, come on, man. Now, the worst part is, if it doesn't work,
Mm-hmm.
they shut him down or they cancel the project. I'm afraid that all of a sudden Sony gets the project and they make a tremendous Blade game and it's only exclusive to PlayStation. That's going to suck. Right? But whatever.
Mm-hmm. It will suck. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. But yeah, I mean, we already know that Doom is on the way. A new Doom game. After last week, they were literally acting like its software was destroyed. Was never coming back from everything that was going down, and now they're working on a new Doom game, as they say. I don't know if it's true though, but it says here, a new Doom game reportedly in the early development stages now at its software.
That's interesting because Dirt actually said that the day they didn't get fired.
Yep.
Dirt told us, like, hey guys, I was told that yes, they got gutted, but it's not as bad as people are pretending it to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he also said like they are still what was he said? Well, I got a DM right. Oh, give me a second. Instead of paraphrasing it, let me read the
Yep.
exact
All right.
words. Let's give me a second. Where is it?
Platinum.
Goddamn it!
Platinum will be
Oh
better
yeah,
for
that was
Blade.
Monday.
Ooh.
That was 7 days ago. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. There's Mac. He's going outside now. Woo.
Yeah, you know he's closer to my window now. That was maybe louder than.
Yeah, but it was weird though that they tried like to make it sound like it was dead. Like they took out the whole team. They think it was gonna be this. They thought it was gonna be this. They think it was gonna be that. Here, there,
Where's
that. Say.
where's the shit?
I don't
Where's
know,
the
Joey.
window of the?
Where'd you put it though?
Hold on, I think. Hold on.
Joey threw it
Oh, here
somewhere.
it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's okay. I was told Ed Software will staff Mac. He's right here, literally right here. Like, if I extend my hand, go through the past that window right there, I can really touch him. I was told Id Software will staff up again when they make their own game, which probably is Doom. Or they're doing support. They're doing support work right now with Wolfenstein 3.
Yeah. So again, they were acting like it was dead though.
I mean, the way they were taught, the way they um, the way they were talking about it was like it was really bad. But I don't know. Mac MAC.
Mack, like Mac, like Apple Mac, or Mac like from Sam
No,
Mac. Oh, not Sam
no,
Mac.
I actually like the Mac, like the truck. There's a truck that has a
Oh, the Mac dog. Okay, there you go. Sweet, sweet.
exactly, and that dog, that name, because that dog came from my dad, and my dad already put the name on him, so that's why.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
And my dad is a truck
It's a
driver,
truck
so
driver. Okay, okay. I just won a new Quake game, says Sunrash. Oh, you want a new Quake game? Sweet.
But anyway, yeah, Doom.
Mm-hmm.
What happens with it? It's like, and I think it's gonna happen to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Not the layoffs, but when it comes to projects, it's going to be like, all right, they're gonna have. I think I don't know. This is just me thinking out loud, but I think every studio is gonna maintain like a small group that's gonna start pre-production of every game. Like,
Yeah.
okay, this is they're gonna start with the artwork, and that's a small pre-production team, maybe 50 to 100 people, maybe. There's gonna come some concepts, some prototyping, and things like that. And once they have everything approved, they know what the budget might be and everything. Then they'll staff up to whatever number they need. And after the project is done, after they fix all the bugs, and after they did most of the DLCs, if they have any, then I think they're gonna get rid of a bunch of people, and they go back to that small team again and do that cycle over and over again. I think that's gonna be healthier for the teams, because imagine just staying in pre-production of a game for 6 years, and you still have 300 or 350 people on staff. Not
Mm-hmm.
saying not doing anything, but it's like it's a lot of money.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot of money. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's the way it should. They should. I think. I don't know. I've never managed a studio. Always been curious in how to manage a studio. Even doing my own studio once. I always talk about it with some of my coworkers and friends that I have here. That what about we make a game? And we always thought about it, but none of us have the expertise to do any of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But at the same time, we use the same example of the guys of Studio MDHR who made Cuphead. None of them made a game before. None of them knew how to code anything. And they learned on the fly, and now they made fucking Cuphead, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
but anyway, it's. I'm not cheering for layoffs, but at the same time, it's like, dude, what the hell? How do you have 400, 350, 300 people, 250 people, and you guys are just doing like patchwork and DLCs? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right, rare, right? Like, how much can you be doing with Sea of Thieves? That's insane.
How much can they push it though? I mean, look, I don't. If they can keep on delivering good content, I mean, they can last as long as they want. Because I mean, look at Counter Strike though. Counter Strike's like 25 years old, and it just keeps on going though. So,
Yeah,
I
but I
mean,
don't think Counter Strike have like a lot of people working on it. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
Counter Strike does make a lot of money.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
one of those games that is just prints money.
How big is
I
the
don't think
studio?
Counter-Strike is pretty much done. Like, do you actually need 300 people making that game? I don't know.
It's been done. I mean, how it started though to where it is today though. I mean, shoot. I don't know how many people it
Counter-Strike
has in
is
there.
Counter-Strike has been basically built 20 years ago. The only thing they're making is like skins for guns. So
Let's
I don't
see
know.
though. I'm googling it up just in case. Okay, how
If they
many
make
people?
if I know if people make Quake, if it make Quake, I don't want it to make just a Quake game, a shoot. I mean, I don't think it needs to have a story. So you know what? I'm not. I trust it, guys. They make great games, even though
Mm-hmm.
I have to finish because I did not finish Dark Ages. I don't know why I didn't finish it. I got stuck in a part, or I just got bored. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, you gotta play that DLC though. Oh,
Yeah. That's why I think it, dude. I gotta finish
finish
Doom
it
Dark
and then
Ages so I can play the
jump into
DLC.
the yeah. Oh my God, Joey, that
Everybody says it's
DLC.
great,
Oh my God.
but
I'm mad.
it is what it is.
I'm mad at it with this DLC though. I'm mad at him. I'm mad at him. Mad at him. I'm mad at him.
By the way, that rumor that ran around, like they're forcing it to use Unreal Engine, that is totally fake. That never was a conversation. That was never a thing.
Oh, of course, because like I said,
That was never
they
a
were
thing.
acting like it was dead though, like it was dead, alive, gone. You know, or they're moving up to this, or they're switching this, or switching that. I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
Like
there was a
why?
lot of sensationalism happening last week before the actual news, and they're still running with a lot of shit. Um, of
Mm-hmm.
course, there's a lot of upset and not disgruntled, but a lot of upset people that just got laid off, and as it should. Like, nobody's gonna be happy when they get laid off. So once you get laid off, you're gonna start talking shit about the company that just like employ you and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So of course. Oh.
So it says
Um,
here, Valve employs around 350 people in total, with a significant portion
in
dedicated to
total,
game development, including Counter Strike. Counter Strike Global Offense CSO is estimated to consist of approximately 100 and 200 individuals, with daily team sizes reported between 7 to 10 personnel. Wow, so 100 to 200 individuals though, Joey, for Counter Strike.
just for Counter Strike.
Mm-hmm.
So they have more people on Counter Strike than working on Valve itself,
That working
because
valid.
Valve is a really, as a company, it's not. That's crazy. I don't believe that. I'm sorry.
I mean, look, it's even though you might see it simple, because I know how Counter Strike evolved though. I mean, I saw it from the when I played it when it came out in 1998, and to this day, I installed. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but it hasn't.
whoa,
Okay, I understand that. But
yeah,
that was 30 years ago, basically.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Like, the new Counter Strike that is there hasn't changed in 20 years.
mm-hmm.
So why do you need whatever? It doesn't matter. That's
Exactly, that's the problem. Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying how many people are in there though.
yeah, that's who gives a shit.
So Sonrash says Black Ops 1 and 2 sold like crazy digitally on PS5. So what happened to the boycott? He asked.
Call of Duty Black Ops 1 or 2 are casual games, and the casual players don't have a clue what the fuck is going on right now.
Exactly. That is true.
And so they're just doing whatever they do best, which is
Mm-hmm.
consume and don't say it. Don't pay attention to any of it. That's why people are like, "Well, this is contradicting." No, it's not contradicting.
It's not
It was a
contradicting,
casual game.
no. I mean,
It's casual game.
look, I keep on saying this, and it's true though. What actually sold the PlayStation 4 was Call of Duty though. So there was a lot of people just jumping on the PS5. I mean PS4 back in the day to get Call of Duty. And this generation was also the same thing. The guys that were already on PS4 with Call of Duty have moved to the PS5 to play Call of Duty. That's it. And they don't care about what's going on. They don't care what's going out there in the news. They don't give a shit. All they give a shit is to hop in, play Call of Duty, shoot things down for 2 or 3 hours, and then go to bed. That's all they do. They don't care about single player games. They don't care about anything else but just Call of Duty. Same thing with the guys who play FIFA. Same thing with the guys who play any sports games. Same thing with the guys who play Grand Theft Auto, Minecraft, and the rest.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's that they don't care. I think it's just they are not they're not in sync with what we are
Exactly.
looking at.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just they don't know. I think it's just that. I think they just don't know.
Oh, they probably do know. They'll just say I
No,
just buy digital. That's it. I just buy games digital. They've been probably doing that for quite some time though. You just don't like, it's okay. You know, yeah. That's what it is though. Personnel on torrent using DR. Okay, let me see. Oh, is there people using torrents? I did not know that though. I quit using torrents a long time ago once it got way too complicated. I never get upset at an old company because one point they did help me. Really? What company was that though? Why so serious? Let me see. You're supposed to check on them every 3 or 5 years, and also depends on the store, vacuum or airtight, or just DVD folder environment. The environment also plays a role. What are you talking about here, Chad? I'm lost though. Microsoft data center in Atlanta is huge. Pause. Also, to think they have 500 or more people way larger than this one is crazy. Data centers. Oh man. So Joey, speaking of things, PlayStation's got another lawsuit coming up
they
in
got
Mexico.
several lawsuits happening.
In Mexico, to file antitrust complaint against PlayStation and Sony. Another one is going out there. Wow. These guys are really mad, Joey, with this whole physical thing. I cannot believe it.
They should. They should be upset.
I know. I agree. They should be mad about it. They should be furious. They should keep on with the charge, though. But again, it's their fault. Because this company never sat down and communicated with them with what's going on. And they should have. Instead of just throwing something out there, be like, okay, hey guys, look, physicals are done on 2028. Bye. That's basically what they said, though. And you see them like fighting this, complaining. You see them that they go to shows like they did one in France though, and they started blocking these guys out of the show though. The ones who brought out the physical media thing, they were blocked. They were blocked and banned. I
As
mean,
they should.
as they should, yeah.
Yeah, because would you let somebody insult you in the chat?
Oh, I know they're not insult me though, but you know they're furious about the whole, what's it called, the whole physical thing, and they're protesting. It's the difference between protesting and insulting though. They're
I,
mad.
what I think is gonna happen is probably gonna happen.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Is they're gonna get a whole bunch of lawsuits in different countries,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna win some, they're gonna lose some. The ones
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna lose, I think they're gonna set a company there that can make the disc for that country, and that's it. For
Yeah.
example, in Mexico, they're probably gonna lose that case in Mexico, so they're probably gonna make a little company. Hey, company, you stay with this thing in Mexico, you do it there, and that's it. They're not gonna distribute it in the
Until,
U.S. So everywhere else, they're not gonna do it worldwide. They're just gonna do whatever thing they're gonna do in that country. It's only allowed in that country, and that's it. I don't think they're gonna do anything else.
you know
And
how
they're
much
not
money
even
that's
gonna
gonna
make it.
cost them though?
No, I don't think it's gonna cost them shit because I think they're gonna hire a company like you. Get it. You're in charge of that shit.
Oh, okay.
You get the rights. You do that shit. You do it yourself. And they're probably gonna be cheap in Mexico because I think Mexico does it for some other companies. I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to Mexico, I don't think it's gonna do anything on the EU because I've seen some legislators in the EU saying that yeah, we can complain all we want, but we can't push them to do anything. So that tells me a lot.
Yeah.
But
You can't change the company's business though because it's different. When it comes down to the personal business, you cannot go in and force them to do something that's not leaving them money, because then the company will go bankrupt, and that's the truth though.
yeah,
So
I don't think it's gonna go bankrupt. But I think also Sony was. I don't think Sony is that stupid either.
no, Joe, but you know what I mean by going bankrupt is you keep on giving this thing money and it's not giving you money back,
No,
and at the end of the
no,
day,
no,
it's sucking
no,
your money
no, no.
dry.
No, what
That's
I'm
what I
about to
mean.
say is not that part. Like I don't think Sony is that stupid, and I hope, maybe I don't know, maybe they didn't think about this. But I think what they are doing is when they decided to close it down, which is not a thing that they just woke up and said, hey, you know what? Let's just close this thing. I don't think that was the plan. I think they were planning this thing for many months, if not years.
Yeah, of course it was planned
I
because I found the news of the report when they said they were going to quit producing them. It was last year in January, and I showed it here on the show. And I remember when I saw that
that
though,
was a years ago. That was a year. Imagine that.
a year ago. Yeah, a year
So
ago.
I think what they're gonna do is they already have they have lawyers and paperwork and and data and a whole bunch of things that are saying like, listen, this is why we're closing things down and why it's not economically feasible, whatever. I think they have a case already, so that's why I think they don't give a shit. But whatever.
Yeah, they
Plus,
don't
they're
give
making
a-
micro lenses. The micro lenses are not for cameras, Louis. They're for data centers AI.
No, because I mean, Yubei told me it was for
No, no,
first. Let me go look for
no,
this
no.
again.
The
Oh, okay.
micro lenses, if you Google it, are for
Micro
AI
lenses
data centers.
that
It's for
Sony
AI data
is
centers.
making is for cameras or AI
No,
data centers. Hold on a
it's
second.
for the AI data center. Like, that's a crazy question to put on Google.
No, I did. I have to ask it though because I mean, we searched for it and it said it was for cameras though.
The
The
apparently
SCD
micro
one, let me
lenses.
see. Optical lenses. The ACDT one leverages mini authorization for optical lens from Sony's machine vision industrial cameras, making it ideal for applications where space and weight constraints are paramount, including drones, robotics, and more. I mean, that's what they're saying, though. I typed in
Mic
micro lenses. Yeah,
Micro lenses, yeah.
yeah.
Somebody put an article out there that was also Sony putting it for it's for data centers or something. Micro lenses for data centers, some shit like that. Well, it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
it doesn't matter.
Whatever it
All I
is,
know is they switched the
uh,
factory. Yeah.
whatever it is, it's like Sony look at the factory. I imagine they said, okay, how much
Mhm.
we're making on disc? We're making this. How much is the projection if we keep on making disc? This is the projection of money where we keep on making in this. How much will we lose if we cancel these things of this? This is probably how much we're gonna lose. Okay, how much will this new factory of micro lenses cost? This is what it's gonna cost. How much is the projection of this micro lenses gonna cost? It's gonna cost. How much are we gonna lose or make on the micro lenses? This is gonna make. Okay, fuck it. One outweighs the other one, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
In
That's
fact, I
it.
think the micro lenses is gonna fucking outweigh whatever they lose with a digital disc, with
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation disc. So
Mm-hmm.
so even though they're like, yeah, fuck the disc, at the same time they're making that money like 2-3 times more. Like, so whatever.
Yeah. Good God. Uwe Ball movie's getting had a game adaptation for PS5, but I don't know. What now? Uwe Ball movie? What's that?
Ubo is a bad movie director. I think he made Heavy Rain movies. Not Heavy Rain. He makes a lot of video game adaptations that are just terrible.
Oh God.
I think he made a King of Fighter movie. I think he made a Dead or Alive movie.
Wait, there's a King of Fighters movie.
Yeah,
There's a Dead or Alive movie too.
yeah,
What?
yeah.
I know. I
Just
know.
Google it.
I know. There's a movie of what's that movie called from the House of the Dead though? That was oh my God. Oh God.
Yeah, I think he did that one too.
No way. You gotta be kidding me though.
Yeah,
House
he
of
does
the Dead movie. Who
yeah, I
was the
think he did that
director
too.
though?
Blood Rain movie. Sorry, yeah, he made.
Oh yes, it says here Uwe Ball. Yes, directed by Uwe Ball. Oh my God, that was the guy who made that movie. Oh no, get him
Yeah.
out of there. That movie was horrible.
He did he did a House of the Dead movie. He made Alone in the Dark, which is a video game. He did Blood Rain 2, Alone in the Dark 2, Far Cry. He did a Far Cry movie. That's crazy.
Wait, why is it? Why
Uh,
did you mute him though?
who muted who?
He muted Laos Boys. Though. He was talking about that. Why did you mute him? Bro, he
I don't
was
know.
it? What? Did wait? Why so serious? Are you a fan of that movie though? Hmm. I mean, I've seen that movie and I hate it. Oh, sorry, that was an accident. Oh, okay. You sure it was an accident? Uh-oh. Oops, Laos Boy was an accident. Sorry about that. Why so serious? Don't be doing that. I need to fix some things in here. I hope Laos Boys doesn't leave though. They'll probably be like, no. Hello, stay here.
Anyway, what the thing with him is, in Germany, because I saw a documentary of him, which is crazy. In Germany, the government actually gives money for filmmakers and shit like that. So it's like a special pro. It's like when you, it's like CD Project Red.
Mm-hmm.
They part of the money of The Witcher comes from the government, right? because they invest in projects like that and things like that. So Germany does the same thing with filmmakers. So this fucker basically is the only one that always asking for fucking money, and he's always making these movies that are like. I'm amazed that he has that many movies made, but they're all absolutely bad movies, and he keeps making movies. I mean, or
Who
whatever.
is that dude though? Let me go see who he is. Uwe Boll. I mean, that was a terrible. Oh God, that was a terrible movie. I sit there and I watch. I seen that movie. Like I remember when I was like when it first came. I was like, oh, how's it that movie? Let me go see it. And I remember like when the person died, you saw the camera like do the thing around it, and it's like, it's dead. I'm like, okay. And then you see him like jump in the air, and the camera does the cool thing because the person jumps in there to get that cool shot in. I'm like, that's a terrible shot. What are you talking? How is that cool?
I was about to say that. What cool shot? This motherfucker.
Yeah.
All the shots are bad.
It was just a bad movie. Bad. My God, no plot. Just go in and just start shooting zombies. That's it. Basically, he made the game plot. It's one of those games that does not need to have a game plot because basically it's like Resident Evil. You go in a mansion, you find a zombie, start shooting. That's what it pretty much.
I
That's
mean,
the plot.
you can make a good movie out of those, but it's like he's not capable of making a good movie with those.
Yeah, he's not capable though. I mean, we cannot have that guy do something though. Please don't. If any movie that comes out with his name on it now, no, I won't watch it. No way. No. Not gonna watch that. The fiscal will skyrocket if they treat it right by the right personnel. You think it will skyrocket? Well, the thing is, you gotta face, like I said, you gotta face 95% of the world and say, okay, let's go. Maybe this percent that is voting in the Sony thing is just 1% of the whole world or something. I mean, we it's not finished though. We will find that out later on in the future though, how many people signed the petition. And like I said though, the only way Sony will shift this if they get 15 to 20 million signatures probably on there, and they'll be like, okay, you know what? We gotta keep on making physicals. There's 20 million people who want it. But I think that's not gonna happen though. So it's interesting though to see how this will end at the end of the day. So let me go see what else is on the news. Joey, anything else happening to know about?
I don't know.
Because we know that Sony is getting sued. We know that for a fact. Again and again and again. They have like 15 lawsuits right now. We still have not heard about the EU lawsuit that went down. We still have not heard the conclusion, which probably will be in the next couple of months or something like that. That we will hear about it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else is going on out there besides Schreier says this, even though I don't trust Schreier, but he says that Blizzard has multiple projects going.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's actually, a true thing? At least one part.
Schreier's not lying. He just doesn't. When he says something, it's 99% there.
9% there?
99%.
But he messed up for like the last month, though.
About what?
About everything. He messed up about everything, though. He said, like, it was going to be a
About what?
bloodbath. There was going to be a problem. It was going to be this. It was going to be that. Then he came out and corrected it.
Yeah, exactly. He corrected it.
Of
Nobody
course.
else did. Nobody else did.
Oh, nobody will.
And he wasn't that wrong, though.
I know he was not that wrong, though, but he put the fear factor out there, though, like a lot of people did. They put a lot of fear in there.
The thing is, I understand why. No, I don't. I mean, I understand what, and not the fucking crazy they're not journalists, reporters, right? The crazy reporters from other websites.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is when you hear reports that you have 200 a studio with 200 people, and they're just leaving 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
Those are
that's
reports
crazy.
but at the end of the day, what do? You have to report that shit. I don't know.
I know.
But
Yeah.
no, yeah, they have several projects. I mean, the StarCraft third-person shooter. What do you want me? That's one of the worst kept secrets in history.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that one.
I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know. I've heard I mean, I've heard that's not the only StarCraft thing that is happening. That's another. Okay, let's put it this way: StarCraft third-person shooter is a thing. I don't know who's making it. We know Blizzard is either making it or is the co-developer on the thing, right? We've heard about the famous remaster of StarCraft 1 and 2. When is it gonna happen? I don't know.
The
Blizzard tends to take
remaster,
its time for anything. We've heard the same thing when it comes to another project is the other expansions for World of Warcraft. Those are other projects. We heard the other expansions when it comes to Diablo. Those are other projects. You understand? So even though they say they have multiple projects, it doesn't mean all of it. It's new games.
No games, yeah.
Yeah, they have games that are supported. World of Warcraft is still supported. Diablo is still supported. And the other stuff. So yeah, they could be. Even though we got multiple projects, yeah, but that doesn't mean all of it. It's like new games. No. It could be like expansions and stuff. So.
Yeah. They got a lot of stuff working behind the scenes though, so at least you know it's good stuff though. So I mean, as long as they're working, right? Instead of sitting there, like, you know what I mean though. Shoot.
I mean, Blizzard has found a way that even though they haven't put that many new games out there, to keep a steady revenue stream for the company, right? Because they're always doing things that are expanding and things like that, but expanding their games that I have already. But will they get hit by layoffs? Dude, probably. Even though they're making stuff, probably. I don't know.
Joey, I got something for you. Former
Okay.
PlayStation head tells Xbox to be there.
Oh God.
Be a good publisher, make a good platform with exclusives.
Xbox has PlayStation 1 published games and it was a platform. Nintendo publishes games and is a platform. Xbox says the OG Xbox has published games and has been a platform. This is just what are you talking about? You can't be one or the other. Everybody is one and the other.
And the other.
What are we talking about? Valve publishes some games when the fucking moon decides to happen, or when the moon turns into cheese, and they're a platform. Like, what are we talking about here? Look, I'm going to say this, and I hate. Probably it's going to happen in the future, but who cares? Maybe time will give reason to Sean Layden. I don't care. But I refuse to give that man reason. I hate Sean Layden. Bores me. Like, shut up. Like, it's one of those people who's like, dude, just shut up. Enjoy your life. Man. Guys in the chat, it's like, come on. You shut up already. Like, fuck you. Leave Xbox alone. God damn it. I'm so tired of Sean Layden, bro. Like, dude, you don't work in the industry no more. Sony literally kicked you out of Xbox, and you keep on doing that shit. Like, come on, man. I don't know what to say with Sean Layden. Sean Layden, it's like, come on, enough, man. Shut the fuck up already.
I don't know why he doesn't shut up though. Like, he just cannot have Xbox, and it's always
the
like
thing
he
is
has to
that
have it in
fucking
his mouth, though.
these are not because of these reporters. I'm gonna call them reporters from now on because they're not journalists. They are reporters. They just report and regurgitate the news that is out there.
Yeah,
they don't do any. They don't do any
investigations.
And they don't do any journalistic investigations. None of it. They just report shit. So these reporters keep on asking him questions.
Yep.
And it's like, dude, he's not the authority in video games. In fact, if I have to ask anybody about the authority of video games, it would not be him.
Nope. And all he does is talk shit. Him and Mikey Barra, though. Mikey Barra throws some stuff out there all the freaking time. I'm like, why can't you all just leave this alone? Y'all always gotta, like, when they want to shine, though, they talk bad about Xbox. It always has to do with Xbox. Or either a publisher or a platform. I mean, they publish the game, so I mean, I'm trying to understand what you mean by that, though. Or you're talking about it should be a third-party publisher, or they just come back to exclusives. I'm like, they said they're coming back to exclusives. What's your point? And that's the thing that gets me though, like all the freaking time, every single time, some bad Xbox news is out there, he has to go out there and say something. Or he either has to start something. Or he has to say that Game Pass is bad. Or he has to say that this is awful, that this sucks, that this is bad.
He's probably right though, which is the part that pisses me off.
Probably right about what? Talking shit?
Oh, hey, by the way, Mikey Barra hasn't talked shit that much because he's actually working.
Oh, that's probably why they got him working. Why doesn't he hire Sean Layden over there to get him busy though, so he can shut the fuck up too?
He's actually working, by the way, which is funny. I think I said this story in WBG. I don't know if you guys know, but I work for a betting site.
Yeah.
And all these people, FanDuel, DraftKings, BetOnline.com, BetUS, all these fuckers know each other, right? The CEOs know each other. They're all part of this betting oligarch of fuckers. And it was funny that one of our DMs, well, not DMs, a WhatsApp group from our bosses and shit like that, there was a picture, and I'm looking at this fucker. There was like a convention, I don't know where. I think it was like Malta or some shit. And there was my boss and things like that. A few people there, and I look at the picture. I'm like, I think I know that motherfucker. And I do zoom. I'm like, is that Mike Ibarra? Oh shit, that is Mike. It was like really next to my my boss and shit. He had a beard, but that was Mike. I'm like, oh shit. But yo, man, he's actually working because the World Cup has him working, as it should. A lot of business we're making because of that shit. But yeah, that's why Mike hasn't been talking that much shit, because he's been. If you're working in the betting business right now, you're working really fucking.
Oh, I know you guys are working, and you can't wait till it ends, though, Joey. It ends this Sunday.
Oh, I am done. I am absolutely done with that shit. Not because I hate the sport. It's like, dude, enough. I need a break. Thank God we're getting a break, because once the day of the final, we're having a huge party. And they say they're going to give us a little, like, congratulatory, whatever, I can't say the word right now.
A bonus?
Yes.
Oh,
that
sweet. So you can probably
No, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be like a thing like that, but it's gonna be like a bonus shit, but who knows?
You can get your Rock Ally X finally. Your 2000.
No, I need new tires. Fuck that.
No, that's important though. Tires are important though.
I need new tires, and I gotta.
And when Sean Layden says something about Xbox, PS fanboys he hasn't worked there in years. Oh wait, about Xbox fanboys, he hasn't worked in years. He doesn't know what's going on with PlayStation. Sean Layden never worked at Xbox. What? I'm confused with that though.
Hold on, somebody told me, Joey, would you say it's a cartel, a syndicate, or I'm exaggerating? Usually business stuff. You're highly exaggerated. I mean, there's a lot of cocaine going on. I'll tell you that. I know that because I've been in those parties, and they've been crazy. But no. The thing is, they all know each other. We talk to each other. Like, I know people in DraftKings. I know people in FanDuel. I know people in BetUS. I know people in BetChris. I know people in Pinnacle. I know people on a lot of these sites. We talk to each other. We talk to each other because some things happen. We see bets coming in from weird accounts or Russian accounts or Chinese accounts, and we talk to each other. Have you seen the same amount of action in certain bets? So we trying to figure out if they're colluding with each other. They're making us move prices in a wrong way, so we can. I mean, we're trying to figure out if they're baiting us, so we can move the prices from a wrong way, so they get hit on a bad number, a scalp number, or something like that. Or these accounts are bots, special bots account. Like, what they do is they create a software, and the software looks at every market that exists, and they find whoever has a wrong price or a bad price. So the bots, what they do, they make hundreds of bets like at once. You can't even stop them. And we try to figure it out if these are actual people or things like that, because there's a lot of software out there to fight against people, fight against things like that. So it's a long story. But at the end of the day, no, it's not a cartel. It's just a bunch of millionaires hanging together talking about the business. That's all. Oh, the McGregor fight. Oh man, that was equally bad and good at the same time.
What happened though? Oh, they're saying there's something wrong with the McGregor fight now?
No. What happens is McGregor, like in the first round, he got TKO because he broke something happens to a knee or his quad or whatever.
Yeah.
It was bad because, yeah, it was bad. We lost a lot of money on that shit. But we got there was some we got a little bit, we recouped a little bit when it comes to the fight total, because everybody had the decision for the fight, and some prop bets had. Nobody thought that fight was gonna end in the first round, right? That was the thing. So we recoup a little bit, but all the money was on the other guy, and yeah, we got fucked.
No. Oh man.
But well, it doesn't matter because the World Cup is making a lot of money, so who gives a shit?
The World Cup.
House always wins. So who gives
Man, I just want Argentina to lose now.
Nah, I don't want Argentina to lose.
I do. Shit.
It's the only Latin American and American continent representatives. I want the cup to stay on this side of the world. So what are you talking about?
Oh, the thing is,
It's better. It's better for us. It's better for us on this side of the continent. Boom, more spaces for more teams for on this side of the world gets a space in the next World Cup. So what are you talking about?
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I don't know. I just wanted to lose though.
No, I've noticed that all Dominicans hate Messi and Argentina. That's crazy. You guys don't even have a team.
I don't hate
No,
Messi.
there's one guy on your side that has like a streaming in Spanish. Is always fighting with Argentinian.
Really?
That guy is oh god, I'll show you a clip. That guy, he does everything to talk shit about Argentina.
No way.
Which is crazy.
No way. Oh man. So it says here that was like the Rousey Carano fight. All that hype for a tap out in 30 seconds, but they made money, didn't they?
Well, that's when you have a smart agent and you tell when you sign these contracts, you have guaranteed money. It doesn't matter how long the fight starts or ends. It's not like boxing, which I know it happens. That you know why these boxing. Why do you see that many knockouts in boxing? Because some of these promoters tell these boxers that, like, listen, you can knock the guy in the first round. We don't care. However, for each round, you get like a round bonus because they can sell more, more. You can put more commercials on the event. You can put more, all because of fucking marketing and stuff like that. So.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Floyd Mayweather, whoever followed him when he was in his career, is like, dude, always bet on the over in the decision of the fight. Never bet on the knockouts.
Man, I'm mad at England too. They took away my man. I was waiting for that dude. What's his name though? That Majin Buu dude. What's the Majin Buu dude? What's his name? Majin Buu.
Erling Broad Haaland.
I was like, Majin Buu, get him, Majin
something like
Buu.
that, because we had a Norwegian guy in the office like a month ago, and he actually told us how to pronounce his name. So I fucked it up because it's really weird how you say it. So it's fake, Joey? No, it's not fake. Boxing is not fake. But there's incentives to make it longer because it's not called that way, but they kind of call it that way. They call it the Mike Tyson rule. Mike Tyson, what they did is he fucked up a lot of promotions because he knocked the guy up in the first round. So a lot of promoters like, what the fuck? Like, pay-per-view money, So they kind of make that in the clauses now. Like, listen, you can knock the guy in the first round. Who cares? But if you want to make more money, but it's not fake. We offer WWE betting, by the way.
What?
So as fake as you think WWE is,
what?
We still offer betting on that shit. Yeah.
People offer bets on WWE. I will not.
What was the last year's WrestleMania was managed by me.
Oh, Joy was managing WrestleMania. You guys hear that, chat? So Joy did not get us tickets to go to WrestleMania. BB, go get them. Joy
Well,
didn't get us
that pisses me
tickets.
off. That pisses me off. You know why? Because I told my boss. So you're sending me to WrestleMania. He's like, if
No.
you, he said, if you, that's what he said. If you manage to get a ticket, I'll pay for the hotel and the plane, and the plane ride. And I'm like, fuck.
Good, I mean, the good thing it didn't go. This WrestleMania sucked though, so it's good.
I know it did. I
It
know
did.
it,
It
but
was
I
awful.
kind of wish like, hold on, let me see if I can get a ticket, but not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I know WWE is fake, but however,
Mm-hmm.
how could I put this? We offer markets. I don't know why we're talking about sports betting right now, but we offer markets that even though we know is
Yeah, I don't know why.
money loss guaranteed, what we do is we call it as a good gesture for the customers. Like we know we're gonna lose money on this shit. We don't care, but however, what we want is retention. We want you to have the money in our accounts, and we usually offer losing bets on purpose, losing bets, so you have the account there, so there's a next big event happening like days after the event we just offered, so you're like, oh, you know what, I got money in my account, I should bet on this shit, which is most likely you're going to put either more money in that account or you're going to lose it. So you're going to see some bets like, how the fuck are you going to offer this shit? Like, you guys are losing money, who gives a shit? Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Like we have a bet right now that if there's gonna be a touchdown, just one touchdown on the first game of the regular season of the NFL, that's an absolutely no-brainer. We're gonna lose money on that shit? Yes. Not really. Don't worry about it.
Oh, so the betting does trickery, so you can go ahead and
Of course
bet
I
like,
do.
yes, I won, yay!
Yeah, you're gonna use that money again,
And then,
motherfucker.
and then you go in and use it again. Oh,
Yeah, and then we
that's
fuck
the
you up.
trick. Oh, see, chat, do not bet. That's why it's
But it's
bad.
not only that. We do other things that I'm not gonna say.
Okay, you can't, if you do, I would literally step on your toe because you can't say that on here. Be like, oh, the company's gonna come after me though.
For example, and this, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but the whole crypto thing with Sony.
Oh God.
No,
No,
don't make fun of that shit.
No, I'm not making fun of that shit. I'm just laughing that they're making their own money now. Every company's
I
doing
don't
it, though.
know. I don't know if it's true. Maybe it is gonna happen, but apparently, you're gonna see more of this stuff happening with a lot
other
of companies.
Yeah.
Because I think they're embracing for an absolute crash from the American dollar. I think they're foreseeing that shit. I don't know. Probably.
Wrestling is real. I mean, all you gotta do is watch that movie. What's that one movie with the two dudes running around?
Wrestling. Oh, there's a difference
Or-
between wrestling and
Wrestling. Wrestling, yeah. What was that movie with those dudes running around, and the guy says, wrestling's not fake! What's that movie called? And they
I
gotta
don't
get
know.
the king, the king to win. King has to win. It was such a bad movie. Good God. What a terrible movie.
I'm not
Oh.
turning you to a gambler. I work at that.
You
Been
gotta
19
know when to hold
I've been working on that shit for 19.
Know when to roll 'em. Know when to walk away.
I manage
learn
every
that.
sport in the world, like from the big four sports in the United States: hockey, NBA, MLB, and NFL, to the more obscure shit,
So,
like
why is-
marble, like little ball marble racing and table tennis and cricket and
There you go.
and weird obscure sports. I mean, when COVID happened.
There you go. Why so
Was-
serious? He's asking, Sony's really making a money? I was like, yep, they are.
Yes, yes, yes. When COVID happened, that was really scary. Because I remember before everything happened to me, when I went to coma, died.
There
For
it
my
is.
that's a long story. I remember why we have a system. We have a system that has every casino, market, and score on everything, right? Every sport in the world. And that system was just giving us notifications like crazy, like one after the other. with notifications saying event canceled, event canceled, event canceled, event canceled, event canceled, event canceled. I remember just looking at that, and every major sport in the
So,
planet went cancel in a span of 15 minutes, all of them. Hundreds of flags we were getting of event canceled, event canceled. And I
dang.
was like, what the fuck is
All
happening?
right, Paul.
It felt like one of those movies when the shit is going left and the world is ending and you
Yeah.
seeing like things are popping off and being shut down.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at that and my boss called me immediately like, Joe, go home immediately, because I was not watching the news that moment, but they were doing a what's the name of that shit? Martial law that day at us, because they were shutting everybody down. That's when COVID started hitting. And I'm like,
Wow.
what the fuck is happening? And
Wow.
it was the first time in decades, or at least 15 years, that I've seen. I mean, that there was no sports in the world to, and I thought we were gonna get all fired.
Wow.
And we're like, dude, because my work depends if there's any sports. There was nothing.
worries.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know what hold us? This is crazy.
WWE.
During COVID, no. During COVID, you know what hold us?
Louis.
Russia didn't give a fuck. But the only sport Russia was offering was table tennis.
Ping
Some
pong?
yes.
So
some
it-
some crazy fucker in YouTube started offering marble, those little marble crystal marble balls racing in YouTube, and I know the coworker who actually brought the idea, connected a PS4, put it on Twitch, and made the computer on FIFA, the AI on FIFA fight each other. And these crazy kleptomaniacs, well, not kleptomaniacs, whatever it is, call it, these crazy fuckers started betting on marble racing, table tennis, and fucking
Oh, nice. Okay.
AI FIFA things.
Yeah, we're listening to some things in the inside today.
That hold us for at least 4 months until
Sports came
they-
around again.
yeah, no, they didn't come around until these fuckers discovered they're like, you know what, because sports, the fuckers who bet on sports don't cross to casino betting, online casino betting. Well, they crossed, and so that hold us for a while. But yeah, that happened. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy.
Oh,
But you know
so-
what my company did? They didn't fire nobody.
Good. They, had
They
too much
raised
fun.
they raised all our salaries.
Good.
They
That's
took
nice.
they took care of my medical bills, because remember I went to a coal mine
Oh, yeah.
and died and shit and came back.
back
and
to
they paid
life.
for they paid
Talk
for
about
everything. So yes, Microsoft can do the same and not fire these fuckers like they did with me.
So yeah, Weiser Series was asking, Sony's making a crypto money. It's like, yes, they are.
They are.
They're gonna do a PlayStation money, so you can go and
No.
buy the PlayStation money for you to buy your games and stuff like that. Pretty much, just like
I read that. I don't think that has nothing to do with Sony and with PlayStation.
no. That's what it says though. It was from Yahoo Finances though. It's like, you know how Yahoo Finances are 100%.
Whatever. I
Sony
think,
pushes for dollars stablecoin to use for PlayStation
Sony.
purchases. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we do it too. We if you wanna
exactly.
yeah, you can, instead of like passing your credit card or adding funds,
So
you can give us
Yep.
Bitcoin and
yeah, I mean, Joey's out of the 7 people in Panama, became richer. Everyone got poor and Joey got richer. Nice. That's part
you know what's crazy? That's not a lie.
Yeah. I worked in a TV
Because
show.
the situation was so bad that I was basically paying and in the states they were giving stipends, so they were giving money to everybody. Of
Mhm.
course, Panama couldn't do that shit.
So
Or they could, but they chose not to. But in my side is I was, of course, feeding my family, but was feeding 3 other families while COVID was happening.
So Cody Ray 119 Games says, Ready to Rumble was bad but awesome. Yes, it was the only movie that taught us that if you give a lady a shirt, you might get sex. and that just did not work. Yep, that movie was so bad though. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad, but it was fun to watch though. It was bad though. I don't know if you saw it, Joey. Ready to Rumble? Oh god.
The movie?
Yeah, Ready to Rumble, the movie.
I didn't know they had a movie.
It's not the video game though. It was a movie called Ready to Rumble.
Oh, that's the wrestling one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the wrestling one. That was bad. It was bad. It was with this dude who won the WCW championship belt. I was like, why the hell did he? And he became a wrestler in real life though. He almost died.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, he almost died. He got stabbed or something in the neck.
He was about to die though.
Yeah.
Did anyone see Supergirl? No, we have not seen it. I mean, it's about to pop in. The problem I have though.
By the way, Louis, when the show ends, I'm going to show you who is the owner of my company. I can't say it.
Okay.
Bill
Gates.
No. But people are like it's not far off from mafia at all.
Oh shit.
It's not that anymore, but it started that way.
Of course, Betty started with the mob.
By the way, there's a movie about it with Ben Affleck of one of the dudes in Costa Rica. Which is fun. And I think Justin Timberlake was in the movie. But what's funny about that movie that I know that dude, and none of that shit actually happened in the movie. I know how he went down. I know how we got arrested. I know the day it happened. I know all of that shit. On that movie, none of that shit was true. But it's funny.
Man, what you calling my He-Man hot garbage in here? Hell no, I ain't taking that. Why so serious? You say He-Man was hot
garbage. It
was. The movie was good.
It was terrible.
What?
It's
no,
terrible.
Joey, I'm not taking this slam, Joey. No, I'm not taking. What do you mean it's a terrible movie? It was really good.
Well, here, put it this way. Somebody told me because I saw it in the movie theaters, and I'm like, man, this movie is goofy as fuck. And he's like, what do you expect? And then somebody told me my brother's like, dude, He-Man is a goofy cartoon. You know that, right? And I started thinking about it. Like, yeah, that's right.
But it's a fun movie though.
No, it's not. It's a terrible movie.
It's me, the boy Lewis, with a $2 super. He says, Louis, check DMs. You enjoy will like what I sent.
By the way, WCW
sucks.
Kill WCW. Here's the thing. Have you guys seen the Dark Side of the Ring episodes? The one with Jeff Jarrett that is just coming out? The whole TNA thing? Oh, man. I started liking Jeff Jarrett a lot. I'm like, dude, I didn't know he did all that shit. No, I no, it's not that I hated him. It's like
what?
I didn't know none of this shit.
Look at why so serious. Thank you, Joey. No. I haven't watched the movie. I'm gonna have to side with the chat. And it's terrible, Louis. No, it's not. It's good. Listen, let me tell you something, chat. Maurice loved the movie. He hates Jared Leto, but he loves the movie though. Come on, man. Come on. Not like this. No. Let me go
I think He-Man. I don't know. You know what? It's not really my generation. That's more an older generation than me. So.
What did Broke Boy send me? Let me go check the DMs now.
Probably some AI stuff.
Oh my God, Joey, why did he send me this? Joey, we gotta get this, Joey. We gotta get this. Ah, hell no. Look at the price of it. I know Joey's probably gonna get it.
What?
I gotta show it to you right now. I know Joey's probably gonna buy it to have in his collection though.
What? Lately I'm not buying anything. Like
I'm kind of like that though, but I'm thinking about getting it though. Looking at this.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like oh.
No, listen. Oh,
you got the rubber chicken though. I have a clip of me. I have a clip of me hitting Godzilla with that rubber chicken. I was like, could you hitting it, trying to wake it up. Like, wake up, Godzilla! I'm trying to beat him up. I didn't do nothing though. I'm serious. Though. There's a clip of me.
I'm gonna confess something. I think I used that rubber chicken a lot when I played it the first time on the Switch. When I started playing it on Xbox. Never used the rubber chicken because I know the rubber chicken was actually dog shit, so I never used it. By the
But
way, I
yeah,
finished.
so
Did we talk that we finished the DLC already? I finished the DLC. It's
oh, you
great.
finished it? Oh, you finished it?
Yeah,
How
I
do you
finished.
like it?
Really good. Really good.
Yeah, yeah.
I enjoyed it so much that I'm like, God damn, I want another one.
Exactly. I want another one though.
I don't want the new game they're coming up with called the Bancho game.
You don't want it because I don't like those graphics though.
Not the graphics. It's like, no, I didn't want that. I wanted to
Yeah.
go to the dinosaur world. But anyway.
Yeah, that's weird though. I mean, they were making a new game, not going to dinosaur world because now I'm interested to go to the dinosaur world. Like, wow.
Yeah.
And hunt for dinosaurs though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk to Dave the Diver right now, but whatever.
Man. I do love that game. That game is so good.
No, Joey. That's when you were shipping kilos. Here's the thing. I was in a yacht party once. Not once, several times.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Confessions of Joey's.
And I've seen bricks
Oh, shit. No.
for public consumption.
No.
I was wild in my 20s also. Like, this company went back then before it was bought out by the new administration.
Sweet.
It was like money coming in, money they were spending. Like we used to have like beach parties and we had like they closed beaches entirely, made it all private. They brought a bunch of like DJs and live music and hundreds of caterers and hookers and drugs. It was fun time. Until somebody got busted and got busted by the FBI and the whole shit happened until a company actually bought us out, and now they're a bunch of Europeans and they're all boring. But that's why I laugh at that fucking movie with Ben Affleck, because like, dude, we all fell at the same time and that's not how it happened. Like, no.
What Ben Affleck movie though?
There's a Ben Affleck movie with Justin Timberlake. Hold on. Betting.
With who? I ain't watching
Justin
that
Timberlake.
shit. Oh hell. Oh, Justin Timberlake. I thought you meant. I thought it was Justin Bieber. My bad. I gotta watch it then.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. The movie is called Runner.
Runner.
Yeah.
Runner. All right. I gotta check it out though.
Yeah, if you look at the Ben Affleck is playing one of the owners of one of the sports books back in Costa Rica, and we actually knew the guy. Like, we were kind of affiliate down here with us, and we know he went to jail. We all know that shit, right? But at the same time, we were looking at that movie. I saw the movie, and we were laughing our ass off. Like, dude, that's not how it happened. That's not how the way they painted everything is like, no, that doesn't work that way. Like, what the fuck? It's just stupid. But it makes a good movie, though. I didn't know.
I'm gonna have to watch that movie and then ask Joey, how did it actually go down? You know.
I do know that one of the guys got killed and they actually threw him to the crocodiles. That's actually true.
Uh-oh. So let's see though, what else is out there, Joey? Let's see.
I think that's how everything started. I gotta think about it. I know, of course, you're doing there's a lot of money laundering happening and things like that. The good thing is that, but they were doing that in Costa Rica though. Like, they were doing it in Costa Rica. They were doing that shit over there. But here in Panama, we have a special organization that actually, controls gambling, and we were doing everything illegal down here. So when everything went down, out of all the betting sites that went down, the only one who stood tall was Bet Online, which is us, which is me. But our bosses, they get some of them got arrested because of tax evasion and money laundering and shit like that, and some of their time and shit.
Oh, Joey, there's a rumor about the new Batman movie. You ready?
Okay.
It says here, Poison Ivy in the Batman Part 2 will be played by none other than Scarlett Johansson.
I think we figured that out months ago.
Oh, Joey's gonna be happy with that. Oh, I know. I got something for you, Joey. You're gonna love this. You ready for this? This is something my bro FarQ sent me. Uh-oh. They're not gonna like this, though. These fanboys are not gonna like this, though. Guess what they're doing on PC, Joey? Guess what they're doing on PC? Oh, Joey. Oh, Joey. Here we go. You ready for this?
What? I'm waiting. What? Tell me.
Oh, Joey. This is a YouTube
What does that
video.
say?
I'm not going to play it, though. It says, huge leap forward in PS5 emulation. Now you can emulate PS5 games.
That's old, Louis.
Oh. Then, fuck it then. Sorry about that. I thought that was new. My bad. I was actually,
I mean, it's not new, but whatever.
Now you broke my heart, man. I was actually, pretty excited for that.
Look, guys, when I started with BetOnline, it was kind of like there was a lot of weird stuff happening. I remember when my boss felt and they told us I remember my other boss called me, stop sending the report, don't send the report, because I had to send I was doing graveyard that day. I had to do like the daily report. Don't send the fucking report. Don't send the fucking report. Like, why not? Like, what happened? Like, FBI has his phone. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Chad.
And what's funny that my name came out of the FBI list but they couldn't do anything to employees because we're just employees.
Joey, you're going.
That's why
Joey,
and that's one of the reasons why for a while I could not enter the United States.
Joey, Joey, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Because I know this way too far in there. Hey, Joey, how many men do you... Oh, Lord, no, that's not a question.
Once. I pistol whipped once a guy.
Oh, God. No, that's not true. Do not get that in there.
Yeah, that was years ago with my dad. A guy was trying to rob the house, and...
Oh, that's a different story.
I didn't pistol whip him, but I did hit him with the back of the shotgun, though.
So, Joey, right here... Pure Hensey degraded Halo teams and dismissed work-life concerns. Sources claim as Xbox leadership stayed silent. What do you think about the whole situation in there, Joey? Because, I mean, this thing has been going out there. People keep bringing it up. The situation between Halo Studios, the problem that went in there. Like, the guy was talking about it. Do you think, all this stuff is, like, down to be true, or is just, like...
Oh, it's 100% true. I heard that. I didn't know this, but you guys might believe me or not, but I kind of found back in the 360 days. I used to play. When we played we played a lot of Halo online, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of my friends, which I'm not gonna say his name because if I say his name, nobody's gonna even know who he is anyway. But
yeah, his name is Billy Bob Joe.
Yeah, let's say his name is Billy Bob Joe.
Billy Bob Joe, yeah.
Billy Bob Joe used to play with me a lot online in the 360 days. Turns out that person started making his own career in the video game industry and found himself having a job making DLC for Halo Reach.
Oh.
Who was
nice.
Who was making the DLC for Halo Reach was 343, the early 343. And then that person transitioned to make games for 343 and Halo 4 and Halo 5. And that person has kept staying there for a while. Which is cool. I haven't spoken to him for a while. I was in a podcast with him once and nobody knew he was actually part of 343 back then.
Oh.
If you guys know who Neethel is, he sometimes pops up in the live streams. He did a podcast which was 2 Halo content creators, me, Neethels, and my buddy. And we knew he worked for 343, but and the people didn't know. I haven't talked to him, but maybe he's still there. But last year, no, not last year, 2 years ago, I've heard. That's how I know things about. And by the way, Addict knows a lot about 343. Really knows a lot about 343, and whatever he says about 343 is real. I can confirm that. Yes, 343 is run like a dictatorship right now. Pure Hints is it's not a piece of shit. He's a dictator.
Oh shit.
He doesn't fuck around.
Uh-oh.
When he says something, you better do it or get the fuck out of the way. If he doesn't like you, he tells you to your face.
Oh, he's like that one dude from Apple who just.
He's a prick.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
Damn.
He has a group of buddies, apparently. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard he has a group of buddies that apparently work, lift weights, and work. He's a real dude, bro. And they do things in a way that people get people pissed off at. And he doesn't give a shit. At the beginning, I thought that's what they needed. Because when he was given 343, I was like, yeah. Bonnie Ross had a little group of people that didn't want to do shit, and then he came along, and then it's like oil and water. They don't fucking mix at all.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And it's been a mess. Everybody, I don't know. 343 or Halo Studios is a mess of a studio. That's the problem.
So do you think that studio should end one day and just give Halo IP to someone else?
No.
No?
No.
I mean, there's a lot of people who want that studio to be gone, though, that I talked to.
I do. I think, no, I don't think I want them to be gone. I think you grab the, dude, fuck it. Interview all of them and ask him, see who's the most passionate about it, who has actually worked well about it, and gut the fucking studio off. Gut them off.
Yep.
Gut them all down. Because I think, unfortunately, you can save Halo. Halo, it's savable because it's one of the best IP video game history and IPs in video game history. I don't think you can save Halo Studios /343. I think that studio is rotten. So if you fire, and because it's not only because of the studio, it's because where they work. They work in Richmond. They work in Seattle. I think there's something wrong when it comes to laws up there, workers' laws, location, being next to Microsoft. I think it's just a mistake. But Peter Hintz, yeah, he's a prick. He's a 100% a prick.
Let me get Copilot to summarize me this article. Because I found an article that Ryan McCaffrey wrote. It says Xbox reset what its franchise's first future could look like, IGN opinion.
I don't give a fuck about IGN's opinion or Ryan McCaffrey.
I don't give a fuck about that either, though. But it's like, I give Halo to the Brilliant Machine Games to let them reboot it entirely. It just
No.
Incredible.
But here's a stupid shot. Have you played Machine Games? You see, that's when somebody talks out of their fucking ass. Have you played Machine Games? I'm not saying they're bad games. Let me explain myself.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same schematics, though. It's different.
If you feel how Wolfenstein plays, it takes you a moment.
Yeah,
it takes you a second to understand how it feels. You want Halo to feel like that?
No, that would not feel good. For Halo,
no, then shut. No. Ryan McCaffrey hasn't, as an Xbox fan that he claims to be, he hasn't contributed on anything that Xbox.
Ever.
The only thing that he contributed on this community when it comes to news is when Phil was retiring and Sarah Bond was getting fired, he was the first person to freaking announce it. But other than that, he hasn't leaked one thing. He hasn't given one news. He hasn't given one preview that we didn't know. Not one exclusive. So no. And plus has done more harm when it comes to dumb tweets and opinions that never happens by the end. So no, Ryan McCaffrey should shut the fuck up with his opinion. In my opinion, because you're not even a journalist. I'm going to call you a reporter. As a reporter, you haven't done anything good.
He has not done nothing. All he's done, like the other day, he posted a tweet about the
He said some dumb shit.
Yeah.
I should be saying dumb shit online because that's my job. I'm a console warrior.
Exactly.
Not you.
But he was the one who said it though. Like, what was the thing he said? That I found pretty funny. That he goes out there and he showed the Xbox Ring of Death thing. Something like that. Let me go see if I can find it though, so I can read that tweet of what he said. I know, like, Boom picked up on it and said, this is some bullshit right there. And exactly, it is some bullshit. And I don't trust the dude who gave who gave Alien Isolation the worst review ever. Seriously.
I'm sorry. I got to retract what I said. I agree 100% with that.
Of what?
Alien Isolation is a bad game.
Oh, it says here, you know, this is what
I'm
he
joking,
said,
I'm
though.
joking.
Oh, my
I'm joking.
God. This
I'm
is
joking.
what he said, though.
No, I didn't like Alien Isolation, by the way.
Oh,
Not
okay.
because it was scary, because it was not scary. It's because I'm trying to kill some people, and the bullets don't register.
Oh, you're talking about the robots? Oh, they're so annoying.
There was actually
So-
people there too. It's just
So this is his tweet, though, what he said. You know how the American flag gets flown upside down to indicate that the country is in dire distress? Here's the Xbox equivalent that feels appropriate right now. And he puts the Ring of Death in July 9th. That was his tweet. Like the death of Xbox. That was his tweet. Because, you know, last week, Joey, remember last week we had the reductions, we had everything that happened, though. So he came by to put this out there, like to cause a commotion, though. This is what he put, though. Like he put the Ring of Death, like that's the flag that Xbox is dying. Or is in dire, like it's about to die or something. That's the stuff he put on. So again, how is this dude Xbox centric when he does something like this?
that's not a bad tweet though.
It's not a bad tweet, of course, Joy, but at the end of the day, though, you shouldn't be saying that stuff as an Xbox centric dude, though.
Why
and
not?
I don't.
Freedom of speech.
Oh, okay, freedom of speech. Okay.
Look, I support and I'll fight for you to have the right to say dumb shit. I don't have to agree with the dumb shit you just said, but you have the right to say the dumb shit. That's the difference between freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, dude. Yes, you have the right to say it. That doesn't mean there's no consequences for the dumb shit you just said. That's the difference.
Yep.
Like, I understand it. You can say whatever you want. You can say something outrageous, racist, xenophobic. You have the right to say it. But that doesn't mean I have to. That doesn't mean I have to agree with what you just said.
So it says,
I will fight forever for you to say whatever you said because of free speech. But that doesn't mean I have to agree with what you just said. And because we all say stupid shit, we all do.
Yeah.
So. You have the right to say the stupid shit. Doesn't mean I have to agree with the stupid shit you just said. So, but no, I think the tweet wasn't bad. I mean, yeah, sure, he's kind of right. Like when something bad happens to Xbox, instead of lowering a flag, we could put the red rays of death. It's showing that the brand is in distress. That's not a bad tweet. And it is in distress. You can't tell me it's not in distress, Louis.
Oh no, I cannot tell you that the company's not in a situation like not. It's like everyone is in a bad situation right now when it comes down to gaming, and that's the thing though. Everyone is in that spot though. I don't know what the hell is gonna happen though. I mean, we already have Ubisoft that came out with this great game because I knew it was gonna be a great game, and that's Black Flag Resynced, and in the same day it came out there was 51 layoffs. I'm like.
But that's the thing. People are not okay. People are thinking, in my opinion, I think people are just. I understand. This is gonna sound bad. I understand the layoffs are bad. I understand that, Louis. No, I don't want nobody to lose their job. I don't want you to lose your job. I don't want to lose my job.
To lose jobs. No. We don't want.
But here's the thing, though. The project is done. Why do they need 500 people?
Yep.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
The project is done. Let's put it this way. I'm building something in the house. All the construction work is done. All the things. I had 20 people in the house. Now I only need the fixings, the details of the house. I don't need 50 people. I just need 4 dudes doing the rest of the work. Then 2 dudes to paint the house. So what happens to the rest of the what happens to the rest of the 48 people? They're done. You understand that? They're done. I don't need you no more. Thank you for your service. Here's your money. Go. Same thing with these projects. It's like, dude, the project is done.
Yep.
All I need some people to fix the bugs and whatever complaints people have, but the project is done. Do you understand that?
Yep.
It's the same thing that's gonna happen with a lot of these studios. And it's gonna happen to people. Oh, they're laying off more people because the project is done. Doom is done. Doom, the Dark Ages, and his DLC is done. You understand that?
E-Rank
When
says,
Forza Horizon 6 it needs 2 more DLCs to drop. And a bunch of shit. Once that's done, you're gonna see layoffs because they're done. You understand that? And then when they are getting to a new project, they're gonna need more workforce. They're gonna rehire people. I think that's how things are gonna work from now on. You're not gonna keep 300 people employed just looking at the fucking roof and waiting for some orders. No. It's a terrible business way to work.
Joey, I got another question though, since I just saw something out here in the air. How did you feel?
Okay, before I finish.
Okay.
How many employees does you know how a stadium works, right? You have stadium employees. You know those stadium employees. You know those stadium employees are not there all the time.
Yeah.
They're under contract sometimes. You know why? Because in low season, the stadiums are not in use. They have some people for concerts and things like that, but the stadium is not in use. When the season comes up, what do you think happens? They restock it employees. And then when the season is done, they're all right. That's it.
They're done. Yeah.
You understand? They just keep some people for maintenance and things like that. But why would you keep all the stadium employees if there's nothing to do in low season? You understand that?
Yep. Joe, I got a question for you. How did you feel when you heard that Hiroki Totoki showed his shares? And when Hiroki Totoki showed his
the shares?
When he showed his shares, and the rest of the team, there was a bunch of people in there selling their shares in that moment. What does that make you feel like? Is something bad gonna come up? Is something like terrible gonna happen?
That was 2 days later.
That was 2 days later, though. Yeah. So what does that tell you, though? Is something gonna come up bad, or something's gonna happen?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Ooh, it's like if Satya Nadella came out of nowhere and be like, "I'm selling my shares."
He did.
When?
A long time, like a year ago, half a year ago.
Half a year ago? Uh-oh.
No, dude. You know these people don't get paid in money, right?
Oh, I know they don't get paid in money. They get paid by the shares, though. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So there's gonna be a point that they need the cash.
Oh yeah, really? Well, yeah, that's right.
I know Satya sold some shares like a few years ago, but not much.
Not much.
I think it was like 5,000 shares, some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know why they do these stuff. You know why? Because I'm not a multi-millionaire. If I knew, I would tell you, no, this is the reasons why they did. I'm not going to go out on a podcast like right now and pretend to know shit that I don't know.
Like some of these dudes do. Because the last time we heard of something like this, it was Jim Ryan right before he took off, though. He sold everything and said, okay, I'm done, and took off.
Apex, New York City, thank you. Somebody said it like exactly what I said. Joey, UPS does that. They hire seasonal workers for Christmas. Of course. Because a lot of packages need to move around. But once Christmas is done, and when they're like around what? Late January or even after Christmas, I don't know. They're like, hey guys, thank you for your service. Here's your last paycheck and we'll see you next year.
So Pickles,
like
Pickles says PlayStation might be sold, you never know. Why would they sell instead of they would wait for the sell for them to be offered a good amount of stock for that, and they would collect their cash in that sale though? Because remember, when somebody offers you to buy the company, they offer you more money when it comes down to stock though. That's the thing though. So how is that being like being sold off or something? I mean,
I don't know. Again, I don't.
Because
if I had that fuck you money and knew what shit was going on, then I'll tell you what's going on, why they do stuff. But I don't know.
Because remember with Warner Bros. Though, when Warner Bros. was going to be bought by Netflix, they offered this much the price to the shareholders, right? And then Paramount came by and said, no, we're going to offer this much, and they're like, okay, we're going for Paramount because they offered this much. So that's the thing, though. If it's something going to be sold, though,
If a company's being sold, you don't sell your stock because you're gonna get paid for because of the amount of stocks that you have.
Exactly. Get paid probably a bit more than what the company's worth right now. That's what we've seen in sales though. Same thing with the ABK deal. The ABK deal went big. You know, they were offering what was it? I forgot what the stock was.
I think it was like $97 per stock, some shit like that. It was
No,
they
it
were
was
paying a
50.
stupid amount of money.
It was 60 something. Yeah, a stupid amount of money. Yeah.
I don't know, I don't remember, but it was like a lot of money. And I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, and the shareholders were like, yeah, let's sell it for that because you're gonna get paid a lot more once the sale goes through. You know, it took a while and they got their payment.
What is
though.
happening? What the
What is happening with what? No.
My phone is.
No, I don't know what the hell's going on. Same thing with my internet, Joey. My internet's having some issues. I gotta call, like, after I'm done with the show, I gotta call the internet company and ask them, like,
it's not the internet. It's I'm getting notifications of. Oh god.
Okay, wait, you getting a tornado there? The ones too that people don't give a damn when people get fired is Rockstar. Incredible.
No, we don't get tornadoes. We get hurricanes.
Same here though. We get hurricanes, but you know we see the hurricanes come from a while away though. Whew.
The only good thing about my geography about the hurricanes thing is that the hurricane starts from us, so we get the beginning and the tail end, but we don't get the monster that the Caribbean gets. That's fucking. Even though we don't get the monster, we still get hit, but with the tail ends, and that shit is bad.
Yeah. Yeah,
but we still get floods. A lot of floods. We get floods and shit like that.
Sebastian, how do I become the #1 Xbox fan? Wow.
How do you become the #1 Xbox fan? I don't know if you can. I don't know there's such thing because you can be. I guess I am the #1 Xbox fan. But people, you got to prove it with purchases and collections and no, being a fan comes from the heart.
Comes from the heart. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You can't tell me that I feel more of a fan than you because I can't feel what you feel. You can't feel what I feel. So
it's all about feelings.
You can do what IGN does. Proclaim that they're the #1 podcast in the world, and that's it.
So
proclaim you're
they're the #1
like
in
me.
the world?
They go ahead. They say they're the #1 podcast, even though I think it's Randall Thor. It's the #1. I don't know. Probably.
Wait,
probably.
Randall Thor is an IGN?
No, it's not.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is, just proclaim something. Like Kid Smooth. He says he's the best bot. Nobody's fighting him for that shit. Let him say whatever he wants. Like me, I say I'm the last X-bot from Panama. There's several out there. I know some of them. So, but of course, there's less than 7.
I could be the last Xbox here in Dominican though, because all my all my friends are just like you know. I have one that quits. He kept on sending all the bad news with Xbox and just like you said, Xbox is down bad. Xbox sucks. Xbox is this. I'm like, bro, they just go to PC and just let it be. You know, shit. I'm tired of you complaining to me. I mean, if you don't like what they're doing, then go somewhere else. And I keep on telling them, and no matter where you go, it's worse though. Because that's the thing though. Like if I go to PlayStation, it's worse. If I go to Nintendo, it's worse. Wherever you go, it's worse. So I don't. What's your point though? Well, you know they don't have exclusives. I'm like, okay, but prove to me that exclusives are something that move a lot though. Even though they move some consoles, but at the end though, people are buying more third-party games. You know, like hey, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna deal with you. Have a good day.
Exclusives are needed, Louis. God damn it.
I never say they're not needed, but third-party games will actually move the damn box. Like
okay, so yes, Louis, you're actually right. It's not a hurricane, but we're getting alerts of a strong fucked up tropical storm going on.
Oh shit! Wait, we're in hurricane season. We forgot about that.
Yes, that's right. We're in hurricane season.
We're in hurricane season. Hurricane season. That's good.
Yeah, when it's reading in Spanish, Sistema Nacional de Prevención Civil emite un aviso de prevención por tormenta tropical significante que estará vigente desde.
Yeah. Oh, so Joey, it is new, and you said no, it's not new though.
What's new?
The PlayStation emulation thing. I was talking about. I know FarQ sent me that yesterday. Let me go get it. Let me go open it up the correct.
No, hold on.
See what's
I know
new
there's a
in
new. I know there's a new emulator that is doing it, but the whole thing about cracking the PS5, that's not new. They've been doing
Oh
it
no,
for
the cracking.
a couple of years.
Oh, so see, I was right though. So here you go.
Come on, the Xbox Series X has been cracked too. Come on, what are you talking about?
I know, Joe. I know.
All of this is not. This is not, you got it.
So it says here. So here's the thing. The big.
I'm sorry. What's this? I'm reading in Spanish. We're getting a tropical storm alerts, like a bad one.
So it says
That's
here,
why it's dark. It's really dark right now.
TY PS5 v 0.0.2 is a major step for PS5 emulation on Windows, adding a new shader recompiler, better graphics, audio, and video support, plus more games reaching gameplay. Early but real progress. Windows 11 is getting that, so people will be able to play GTA 6 on the PS5 emulation. Look, everybody's like, how do we fund this? I wish we could see mod chips flash as consoles instead, but modern console emulation is pretty sick too. First emulators to play no games. That's what they're saying though.
That's the mistake. That's the beautiful part about the modding and the emulation community, that everything is done for free. People do it out of their hearts. And they fix things, they fix bugs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Of course, some of them have Patreons, and some people like support them, but most of the work is done by the community for free.
For free, yep. Don't start.
When you hear somebody like, how do we fund this? It's just a console, somebody from consoles that really don't know what they're talking about.
Yep.
And most of the things people are doing for the kindness of their hearts.
So Louis can start a hurricane by just farting.
Probably.
I mean, I fart a lot. I mean, I just never tried it. I mean, I never done a hurricane though.
I have.
test
This is gonna sound bad. I have a shy ass.
Oh damn!
He doesn't do things only in certain areas, like my own bathroom. I can't take a shit in no public bathroom, not at work, none of it.
Why do you have to say it that? Why do you have to say it that way? Just say that you don't like to use other bathrooms in other public places, though. Not saying
no.
It's a
That means
asshole.
I can't even fart.
You can't even fart. I'll tell you this much though, why so
I
serious.
can only rip it at home.
I'll tell you this much, why so serious. I did try the flaming fart from the movie Dumb and Dumber. I did try that once. And do not try it, my chat. It's not a good thing. Don't you ever do that. Everything gets burned. So don't do that, chat. Please do not do a flaming fart. Seriously, it burns everything. No joke. No joke. It hurts.
Man, you're not passing gas. You're passing some toxic shit. Man. God damn.
Nah, the thing is, farts have methane, and so if you light up if you put a lighter on your butt and you fart,
I know.
It burns everything. So yeah.
I know, but I've seen a cousin of mine when we were kids try it and it never worked. I know it works, but it wasn't like.
Yeah, it does work. It does work. Yeah, so don't try that, chat. Please don't. I mean, I thought it was fake though because I saw in Dumb and Dumber, and I went to do the Dumb and Dumber thing. I actually did it, and it actually did work. And yes, it burned everything. So don't do that, chat. Don't. You literally get that heat down there. You start jumping around like a jumping bean right there. You know, go nuts. You go nuts. No joke. It hurts. It hurts, chat. It hurts. Yeah. So far they got KYTY PS5 emulator and Sharp EMU PS5 emulators. Nice.
Okay, this is interesting. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but apparently
they do it at campfires. No,
you know Apple Pay. You know what Apple Pay is, right?
Yeah, Apple Pay. What happened?
You know about Google Wallet?
Yep, I know that's Microsoft Wallet. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, why do you need a wallet?
Maybe we might get Windows phones back though. The Xbox Windows phone. Joey, if they got an Xbox Windows phone, would you get it?
Not an Xbox Windows phone, but look, the operating system has to work. That's it, and all the apps should be supported.
Yeah, that was a problem with Windows phone.
It's good. It's good for competition.
Mm-hmm. Is it about to rain though? Oh, I thought it was about to rain though. All right. So it's about to rain here, Joe. It's getting dark. It's getting pitch black.
It's getting dark.
It's getting dark. Yes. We're about to see things happen. But yeah, I did see that though out there, Joe. I did see that got brought up though. I did see that. That the Microsoft Wallet is there, and people are like, "Oh, Windows Phone is coming back." I'm like, I do not know what that is though. I do not know if that is coming back though. So let's see though. Where is this? Where is this? I had another thing I wanted to bring up, but I just cannot find it though. We finally talked about the PS5 emulation, which is pretty sweet. It's getting better for the emulators out there once you use the PS5.
Yeah. The age of piracy will come back.
Because they're taking away physical though.
Not only that, just to say fuck you to these companies. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you to Microsoft, fuck you to Sony, Nintendo, all of them. Like, enough is enough.
You're getting tired of enjoying about their practices though? You're getting mad about it?
Practices and their fucking raises of like, motherfucker, listen. I don't care what you have to do. You got to figure out your budgets. That's not my problem.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a point like, dude, when were we reaching to a point that something is not worth what you the price? Is like, dude, this is not what that shit should be priced on. Like ever since we jumped to $70, less people have been buying games. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because it's fucking $70 plus taxes.
Yep.
For a lot of people, that's a lot of money.
It is.
$60 was the sweet spot. It was expensive enough to look at to seem premium, and it was cheap enough for a lot of people to buy it.
And this is on honesty though. I got an honest question though. How do you like when you sit there and you look at like the games from back in the day that was 60 versus the games that are back now? I mean, what's like what's the big difference though? Because basically we're doing the same thing though. We're getting games like how it was, and then we have to wait for a patch for it to get better. Blah blah blah. We're basically doing the same thing though. And they offered us quality though. If it was 70 though, like better stuff, better things. But I'm like, where is the major difference in between right now? Like graphically, I know there's a little bit more graphics though. I noticed that, but what's the big difference though?
The difference is, Louis.
That's a good question though, right? That's a tough question. Huh?
It's fundamentally the games are still the same.
Yeah, the games are still the same though. Like
we haven't made like from 2D to 3D. That's the difference, right? I don't care. To me, ray tracing and path tracing and AI is like, yeah, but we're still doing the same shit. We're still in a third-person view. We're still shooting at the same enemies. It's still cinematic camera. Does it look better? Of course, but I don't know. I felt like ever since you gave developers more and more resources to do their game, the less and less innovation has come out of it. And it always makes me laugh that back in the Nintendo, NES, Sega, Super Nintendo days, you had developers with only like 3 megs of RAM and like 1 kilobyte of VRAM, whatever, and they're making studies of the console, and they made these fantastic worlds and graphics out of nothing because they made it work with constraint of the hardware. Yeah. Now they can't make shit work with fucking 16 gigs of RAM, 10 gigs of RAM. And I call bullshit on that because if you go back and you play Battlefield fucking 1, I'm using Battlefield 1 as an example. They made that shit work on the Xbox One and PS4. Look how those graphics looks in that fucking thing and how much memory the Xbox One has compared to a series console. And you can't make it work? Like, you made Gears of War 5 on the Xbox One. Have you seen how that game looks? No, let's go even further back. Uh-huh. Have you seen how Halo 4 looks on the 360? Go ahead and look how much memory the 360 have, and they made that shit. Sony made Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, and God of War 3 on the PS3. Look how that shit looked and played. But now, I can't work with 10 gigs of RAM. Sorry, I can't. Motherfucker, you were making an open world game with 3,000 hours of to finish the fucking game with 10 megs. Like, what are we doing here? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand game development right now. It's weird. It's weird. And then the same complaint. We want more RAM. And this is gonna happen, Louis. Check this out. And you know it's gonna happen. The Helix and the PS6 is gonna have FSR 7. It's gonna have examples because I don't know. FSR 7. It's gonna have the PixelTech 10. It's gonna have the new and latest path tracing, whatever. It's gonna have the physics of whatever, blah blah blah. It's gonna have the new Unreal Engine 7, 6, 5, whatever. It's gonna have the new this, the new that, blah blah blah, and it's gonna all end up at the same space. We want more RAM. We don't have no more RAM. We need more VRAM. We want more RAM. It's the same shit every fucking generation.
It's always the same, and at the end, even though they get the more RAM, what do they deliver though? Because that's the question, keep asking. Like, okay, should I pay $70 for this or not?
Illegal dad. Like, remember, Marcus Phoenix has more details in his eyelashes in Gears E compared to the model. Because I've seen the video. Are you looking at his eyelashes? No, you're not looking at his fucking eyelashes. In fact, what happened to the developers that used to do smoke and mirrors? What do I mean by smoke and mirrors? Some developers back in the day used to trick us with optical illusions and fake things to make the game look better and perform better. What do I mean by that? I mean, like, hey, the game looks great in the background. It looks amazing. But when you actually boundary break the game, you realize that that wasn't graphics. They made an optical illusion that made it look better. So they saved the memory. They used to do trickeries like that when you turned the camera, the whole world disappeared in the background.
Yep.
But you were only looking at certain shit and it made you save memory. Now, they want to make a world, but everything has to be rendered in real time with real AI and everything running at the same time. Why, if I'm looking at the fucking sky on this side, why does that have to be rendered in real time? I don't know. I see a lot of game documentaries back in the day, and there was a lot of trickery and smoke and mirrors happening, and the games looked great, they ran great, and they were great games. Now they want to render everything in real time. Everybody has, if you look at all the NPCs, everybody has a real job, and everybody's doing some shit. Like, who's paying attention to this shit? I ain't God. I ain't watching everybody what they do. Whatever. Anyway, let's see. All that shit doesn't matter. If you don't know what to do with it, how to optimize it, I don't care about the LSS ray tracing like that. Make the game fun, where I can sit there for 1,000 hours playing it. That is 100% fact. And I'm sorry if I read that slow, because for some reason, in Emux, we are using StreamYards. This is Emux. This is Louis using this. The letters are really small, and I'm having a hard time reading it. Nah, I don't think so. This trickery started during the 8-bit gen. Yeah, they started doing trickeries. Dude, 8-bit gen. They've been doing trickery since the fucking ColecoVision times. Since the fucking, I don't know, Commodore 64. Like, I remember they were doing, they did trickery for the games to run well and made it look better. Like, if you look at Mortal Kombat 9, I remember there's a video out there, or it's in the collector's edition of Mortal Kombat 9, the documentary how they made the game. If you look at Mortal Kombat 9, of course it's not going to look as good as right now. Like, it didn't age well, the characters. But the backgrounds of the game are one of the most fantastic backgrounds when it comes to a video game. When you look at Mortal Kombat 9. In Mortal Kombat 9, those are not real graphics. Those are paintings in front of another painting, and they have little pictures just moving in a way that when you look at the background, it looks like it's a video happening in the background, like it's actually alive. But it's actually not. It's a flat 2D image. Bunch of flat 2D images put in a way that in perspective, it looks like it's a moving environment in the background. But it's not. They used to do shit like that. Now they don't do shit like that. Now it has to be rendered. Now you make a fucking fighting game, and the whole scenario has to be rendered in real time. Why?
I do not know.
I miss smart developers.
Yep.
I miss when developers had restrictions by the machine and they made fantastic fucking games. Rare was restricted by the Super Nintendo, and they found a way to put the silicone graphics from the Jurassic Park movie CGI team, and they translate that fucker into the Super Nintendo, and they made it work. All with trickery and shit. I miss smart developers. Now you got a bunch of kids, and I'm just talking out of my ass because I bet somebody who was actually graduating in game development is gonna kick my ass about this. But I miss the kids. Now it's like kids are being taught in school, like, hey, this is how you do the games, and with unlimited resources. But they're not. I don't feel like they're being taught how to do things in a restricted way, where when you have limitations, you get creative. Now it's ridiculous. It's like look, you see that bird in the sky? Yeah, well, that bird up there that you're never gonna watch, you're never gonna see, actually has a full body scan, and it has all the fucking graphics on it, and it has more graphics than fucking I don't know, Nathan Drake in Uncharted 4. Why? Why do you need that? I'm asking for a friend. And you know they do shit like that. Why is that needed, Louis? Tell me.
I seriously, Joey, I don't know. Because look, at the end of the day, though, it's like back in the day was a challenge, though. Like everything is challenged, and now like everything for them is like no challenge at all. Like sometimes you look at a game, like you're like, this game was better off, from back in the day, though. Like if they do a part 2, like sometimes part 2 is a bit better than part 1, or sometimes it's pretty much more of the same. You're like, huh? It's like when people sat down and looked at like God of War Ragnarok, for example. They were like looking at the old things that they were bringing back to the new one. They brought some old, like how Call of Duty was developed. You remember how Call of Duty development went down? Like they pretty much grabbed old assets and brought them in there, just different characters. Remember that? I don't know if you remember they was doing comparisons with that. Did you remember that?
Which Call of Duty? They all use
the old Call of Duty.
They all do that. They all do that.
They all do that. They bring a lot of assets back and stuff like that. It's like, come on, guys, you can do something better. Get more challenged, though. You can bring something cooler to for us to enjoy, like for us to have fun. And now you look at all these simpler games, like these 3-bit games, and look, like I say with Vampire Survivors, all you got to use is the joystick and press the A once in a while till you get the powers, though. Or select the powers you want to use, though, and then you just run around and the character does it itself. Oh, look how much fun that game is! It's like simple fun, That simple fun thing is that I miss about video games. And now, if you want to get more complex to games, right? One thing I want to see is like something that Todd Howard mentioned a couple years ago, and I really want to see this happen, is that the NPCs get smarter against you. I mean, that would be awesome if we actually see that. Okay. They can actually get that the NPC actually thinks better than you or plays better than you and fights you.
I don't know how much people love Bethesda games in this chat.
Yeah.
But something I can't stand from Bethesda games
What is it?
The NPCs in Bethesda games.
Oh God. Yep.
Actually look like a fucking computer. They don't.
Exactly. They just
lie to me. Like at least lie to me that you're walking around. You look real. Put it this way.
Yeah.
When you look at an NPC on a Batman game, Even though I've never been part of this group of people like I'm immersed in the game. I'm so immersed that I believe in it. No, I've never believed that shit. You know why? Because once I look to my left and to my right, I know I'm in my living room or sitting
Exactly.
on my chair. Like this immersive bullshit.
Yeah.
Like no, like because no. Like look, I'm so immersed. What are you talking about? Somebody knocks on your door, you're gonna look at your door. You're out of the immersion. Like what the fuck? But anyway. There's certain games that you look at an NPC, you're like, oh, all right, I can actually believe that a person can do that. On a Bethesda game, you're like, dude, nobody walks that way, nobody looks that way, nobody looks at you that way, nobody talks that way. I don't get it, and they don't want to fix that, and it's annoying to me. Like, that's why people look. I tried to play Starfield when it came out,
I
and I'm
finished
looking
it.
at it, and I'm like. You look better, but you're still doing the same bullshit you've been doing since fucking Daggerfall. Like it's the
Wow.
same shit.
And if you notice that, you remember that DLSS 5 thing that came out? I'm like, why can't like that's something that I was with my mouth open. I was like, why can't y'all
You're
make?
talking about you're talking about graphics,
I know,
superficial stuff.
I
I'm
know,
talking about
superficial, yeah,
I'm
I
talking
know.
about the gameplay and the mechanics of the game.
Oh, the
It's
mechanics. Okay.
stuck. It's fucking stuck in 2000, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're still doing the same shit. The game development hasn't changed as far as I understand.
Yeah,
It's just
like I
they're
see
just
that
putting more
too.
technology and then it's more bloated. But I don't get it, man.
Yeah. Like when I sit down and look at these big games, like what are you gonna offer me that's new though? Like okay, like for example with Doom, I get the rip and tear, which I love it. That's something that was really cool. The animations were rip and tear. They actually for me that made a big change for Doom. Um, what else has been a change? But when you look at like for example, like you were talking about Starfield and games like Elder Scrolls Oblivion and stuff like that, you if you look at it straightforward, you see it's the same game, just a different story, different characters. Same thing with Fallout though. I want to play Fallout New Vegas though. I never played it because I hear everything good about it. But like yeah,
You're not
like
gonna
yeah,
like it
why not?
because as good as the game is I don't think it aged well.
Oh no, I'm talking about the new one that they're gonna make though. I'm waiting for the new one. I'm not gonna go unless if they remake
I
this one. But
I don't think they're making a new Vegas. I think they're making a new something else.
yeah,
Like probably Fallout New. I know some people say Chicago, Fallout New Florida. New, it would be funny if they call it Fallout like New New York. That would be hilarious.
yeah,
Things like that, right? Like I don't think
yeah.
it's gonna be a new Vegas. I think it's gonna be a new something else, which they should because don't repeat that. But if you play New Vegas today, you're gonna cut your veins because the amount of loading screens it has.
Really? Is that bad? Oh, oh. Set one that was the grandmother played Skyrim and there's a tribute to her. She passed away.
Yes,
or-
with mods you can maybe fix it, but on PC, on console.
Cause that's the thing though. Like I sit there and I look at like what's the big difference like between these games, you know, and 2003 to now? Like what's the difference? Okay, graphically there's a big difference, of course I see that, but the gameplay though, in some games it feels the same. I'm like, yo, come on, I mean you can do different stuff though, you know, you can do different stuff.
Hey, by the way, I have a theory. Somebody said like Fallout Panama. I have a theory about the Fallout universe. Have you noticed that Todd Howard always said that he always wanted to keep the Fallout in the United States because remember the mod that Fallout London, and he said no, we want to keep it inside the United States. It's the
Yeah.
spirit of the game, blah blah blah. I have a theory, and this is just me theorizing crazy shit. I have a feeling that in the Fallout universe, the only country that got destroyed by a Fallout nuclear war was the United States, and everybody
Yeah.
else is fine.
Everyone else is fine. Like watch them like if they leave. Like if they leave the country,
That would
go
be
somewhere else,
hilarious.
like,
You
they'll be
imagine
like,
that
"Whoa,
would be
this city
hilarious.
is fully packed." And you see like everybody's like in modern day stuff. I mean, that'd be awesome if we see.
And
that
everybody
thing.
is fine. It's like, what happened? You guys destroy yourselves because you guys are dumb. Some shit like that.
Because it's dumb SOBs, though. We were out here.
And everybody else,
demonstrating.
imagine that the United States had like a border all over the United States and they locked them down because of the dumb shit they just did. They threw nuclear weapons against themselves and everybody else is fine. That'll be fitting for that world. But whatever.
But whatever. Whoa, they're not that expensive though. Oh shoot.
What?
No, I'm
The Fallout
looking at-
games?
No, I'm looking at some things I want to buy. No, some headsets I want to buy for my bicycle though, so that way you know they don't fall off.
Hey, dude. What is it with this controller?
Which controller though? Which one?
The Elite controller.
What's up with that?
I haven't touched it since it died.
Since it died, what happened though? It came
And
off?
without touching it, it's peeling even worse. Like, why?
It's humidity that attack us, Joey. It's the humidity.
Yeah, that's true. The humidity.
Humidity. Yep. It's the humidity that attacks us, though. It's called Open Run. Bone Conduction Open Ear Endurance Headphones. What does this do, though?
Like, it sounds like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. That'll be hilarious, though. Imagine that shit. Like, all these decades, people playing Fallout games until somebody said, fuck it. I'm
Let's
leaving
grab
the
a ship. Let's grab a boat. Get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
Yeah, and they're leaving the United States, and all of a sudden
That's
they figure it
funny.
out that there's a great wall.
It's a great
And
wall.
like, why
yeah.
there's a wall? And they bordered the entire country, and there's a wall everywhere. And then somebody dig a hole and came out the other side or flew over, whatever. And they realize, wait, hold on. Everybody's fine. What happened? And everybody's like, no, man, you guys destroyed yourselves, so we decided to close yourselves out, and we're living fine.
They're fine over here. You guys won't get over here. I mean, that could be a possible thing, though, because, I mean, you look at these dudes, they're just flying around and stuff, but what is it about? Hold on a second. Fallout.
Because if you look at the Fallout universe, they don't explain nothing to the world, I think. Like, what happened to the world? We know these, well, based on the TV show, which is canon, these fuckers did the whole thing on purpose. It had nothing to do with the communists and fucking Russia. None of that shit.
Oh, never mind. Here you go. Here it is.
It
So
is?
says
It is?
Here. If you travel outside the United States in the Fallout universe, the world is not normal. The entire planet was devastated by global resources, conflicts, and nuclear war before the events of the game. The situation... Yep, it was. Yep. China was decimated by nuclear retaliation. Okay, it is explained. Yep.
Okay.
The situation varies by region, but everywhere suffered greatly. Canada, annexed by the United States prior to war, became a heavily militarized wasteland and suffered deeply alongside the U.S. Okay. China, as the main adversary of the U.S. mainland China, was decimated by nuclear retaliatory strikes and is a large and inhabitable wasteland. Europe and the Middle East, the European nations collapsed after catastrophic resource draining in the Middle East War. They were further destroyed by nuclear exchanges before the Great War in 2077. Mexico heavily bombed and stripped and subsequent stripped and its resources during the pre-war period. It's also harsh, arid wasteland. So yes, pretty much the whole world is destroyed.
Wait. They didn't mention Panama, so we're still in paradise. Yeah.
But wait, we're part of that. They didn't mention South America too either. So yeah, interesting though.
I'm Central America.
I'm Central America too, so I'm saved though. I'm saved.
Well, we'll probably be bombarded because we got the canal, and if you're military-wise, you want to destroy the fucking entire world's
so.
fucking what do you call it? Merchant transit of the planet. Just destroy the canal. We're all fucked.
So look, since Sears puts up a good note, Louis, that is because gameplay control mechanics haven't drastically changed, except Nintendo maybe. There are only so many control schemes you can do with the controller for decades. That's true, too.
Nintendo, what they do is they find new ways to play a video game, but they haven't done that in a while since the Wii.
Well, I mean, since the Switch, though, you can move around the controller, you can,
No, but they don't do those gimmicks like before. Before, put it this way. Mario Galaxy was forced to use the Wii controller and shake it if you want to do one of his moves.
Shake
On
it.
Skyward Sword,
right.
you were obligated to play the game by moving the sword. You understand? But on the Switch, you're not obligated to do none of those things. It's traditional as it comes.
Sweet. Sweet. Says here, people fall back on the COD controllers. I mean, the last COD that they made, they actually made the Omni movement, which is pretty cool though. I like the Omni movement. I'm 100% down for that one though.
Dude, you want to destroy society? Destroy the electrical grid on everybody, and that's it.
That's it, yeah. Or just destroy the internet satellite. You'll see everything go down.
No.
It'll
Just destroy
survive,
just destroy the electrical grid, which is really fragile on all the countries. Watch power go out. Once power is out, then internet goes down. Bank systems goes down. I don't care how much generated energy you want to make with solar or whatever. If that goes, and if energy goes out, everybody goes to the fucking dark ages and start killing each other.
Oh God.
I mean, look at Texas. Look at Texas with one snowstorm. One snowstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that when that happened? Everything went to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, when we get hurricanes and a lot of light post goes down and shit like that, we're kind of used to it. Like, we know around this time it's gonna happen, and we don't go crazy. I don't know. I don't go crazy about that because I know it's gonna happen. Right?
Says blow up the data centers. Nah, for me, like for example, I can live 2 days without internet. I've done that before.
Dude, Louis, come on, you can live more than that.
No, I know I can't though.
Dude, when I go in an interior of the country with my family and shit,
yeah.
Dude, I don't use my phone at all. We're all next to a fire. We're grilling food. We're in nature. Everybody's just talking and telling stories and jokes. Nobody's looking at their phones. Kids are playing like they're going to the beach. They're going to the river. Nobody's doing shit with this internet. In fact, I remember when we went a place called Cocle. Dude, we were been there for a week. I didn't check. I didn't get one single bar on my phone. Once I got close to the city, my phone started, and I realized how shitty the life was.
Yeah,
I'm but wow, when you're out there in peace and nature with family and shit, who gives a shit about?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you get used to certain commodities, but I don't know.
Apex says, I need my daily internet fix. I'll be honest with you. Like, I can last.
Apex, you don't.
You don't need that. I don't need internet, though. Like, I can live without it, though. It doesn't bother me, though. I can last days without internet.
Apex, you need good friends, good food, good stories, and you'll last a lot.
Yep. And, of course, a bathroom for you to poop. That's really important, guys.
Of course, you got a good toilet.
You got to get a good toilet, though, for you to poop, though. I mean...
You need good friends, good food, drinks, a fire. Dude, you can last just... But here's the problem, though. When everybody's stuck on their phone, they got nothing to talk about. When you take their phones off their hands, they don't know what to say.
They don't know what
because
to say,
they have nothing to say.
That's why, chat. When I go out for foods and dinner, like I remember one time, I was on a date a long time ago, and I always put my phone like this. Upside down, and they're like, "Why do you put your phone upside down? Are you waiting for a message? Are you waiting for something?" I'm like, "They're like, are you hiding something?" I'm like, no, I'm not hiding anything. And that became a thing though. Like one day that same girl sent me a video about a guy that puts his phone down and he's cheating. I said the reason why I put my phone down is because if me and you are up front, we gotta talk. We gotta have a conversation. We cannot be like, oh, I'm gonna be looking at my phone now. Do I check on my phone after 5 minutes? Yeah, I do check, and I say, okay, let me see. Okay, no message from family. Okay, phone's upside down again. Because at the end of the day, that's what I do though. Like I check if something like I keep on the conversation though. And if I see a family member writing to me, then I say, okay, give me a moment because my family's writing to me. It could be an emergency, and I respond. That's the thing though. That's why I keep my phone this way, upside down. Because you gotta have a conversation. Yeah.
Touching grass is actually
and another thing I do though is when I ride my motorcycle though. I ride my motorcycle. I know my helmet's got Bluetooth. It's got everything. You know, I'm connected to all that stuff. And yes, my phone is on the motorcycle. And sometimes I have to put Waze so I can find some place where I gotta go. But yeah, sometimes I look down for a moment, just keep on looking for it. But I don't answer messages though, because that's a distraction, my friends. That's a distraction. Now, if someone calls, I pick up, hey, what's up? And I just keep on riding. That's it.
No message is urgent. Not all messages are urgent. Not all messages need to be
No.
replied immediately.
Nope. Not all.
There's only certain people I respond
Hey, what's up,
immediately.
Hassan?
Funny enough, some of them is Louis.
Ah.
Because when Rudy chats me, when you chat me, I respond most of the time immediately. I don't know why.
Ah, yes. I became a brother. Yes, I became a brother. Louis rides an electric scooter. No, I do not. Listen, Chad, a funny story. I was going to buy, during the pandemic, though, I was going to buy an electric scooter to ride. Before that, I was going to get one to just go on the metro to go to my office because literally it lands door to door to my office. But then, pandemic hit and I was like, okay, yeah.
By the way,
But
gas went down.
It did, huh?
Yeah, 98 cents.
Sweet. That's true. I tried that with my buddies. They all looked at me weird. I also tried to experiment with them at a restaurant. If any of us look on the phone, we pay for everyone. Wow, that's actually a good one. I don't answer phone calls either. I get more phone calls from telemarketers and computers than actual people. Wow.
I'll put it this way. This Wednesday, we're gonna have a get together at work. Not the one for my bosses. Another one. We're gonna have some drinks in a bar, whatever. I can tell you for a fact that none of us are gonna be looking at our phones because I think it's certain. I think it's just some of us under a certain age that we don't need the phones when if we're hanging out all together, we don't look at our phones. Because the people that we were talking to are there. You understand? They are there. I don't need, why do I need you're in front of me. I talk to you right there. But the younger generation, which I know, I've seen these fuckers. They're sitting down, they have a drink, they have one drink. That drink does not move. Or that beer does not do anything. It gets hot. It gets warm. But they're there with the fucking phone. And then the fucking picture. Oh, I'm at the bar. Oh, I'm having some drinks. But they're not drinking.
Oh
they're not
my God. I once dated a girl that she took pictures of every food we got and sent it to a group.
Socializing is a good thing. It's healthy.
It is.
We're not meant to be looking at these phones 24/7 and absorbing the amount of information that we absorb every fucking day.
And that's what the person did. She took the pictures of the damn food and posted it. I'm like, do you take pictures of your own shit and post it too? She's like, no. Then why do you gotta post everyone what you're eating though? What's the whole point? Yeah, because I wanted to see what I'm eating though. Like, okay, what, that you're eating in a fine restaurant? That's what you're trying to show it? I broke up with that girl because of that. I just couldn't stand it. I said, I just got away and said, nope, not going to be dating someone who's
not yelling at the
addicted,
clouds
bro.
again. Come on, man.
True, get outside and socializing people. The pager days were a mess. Constantly hearing folks' pagers off in the movie theaters. And then I remember the pagers, though. Pagers were fun, though, I got to say, though.
I hated, my dad had a fucking pager, a fucking beeper. That thing was louder.
Because I want to something I don't want people to know. Our taxes could have been on a postcard. You sign it and send it back. And TurboTax and HR Block killed that. Oh, yeah.
No, and that's the thing. I used to have a Facebook account. I do have an Instagram account. I don't post. Oh, here's the thing. I don't post nothing on none of the social media accounts. None of it. You can only find me on Twitter talking.
Yeah, I don't use Discord, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Why? I've been banned from every single one. Why were you banned though, Kirpimo? What'd you do?
What you do? You know why I don't post anything? One, I like that my life is private.
Yeah,
that's one.
And
two, when people see me, they're like, "Oh shit, dude, I haven't seen you in a while," and we talk.
Exactly. That's the whole point about it. Because
instead of having this dumb conversation every time they go, "Hey, guy, I did this yesterday. Yeah, I saw it in your post," and the conversation dies.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. That's the thing, though.
I don't take. I have pictures on my phone, of course, of my family, my kids, my wife, but I don't post none of them. It's none of nobody's business, but they don't see me anywhere. So when I reappear out of somewhere, I'm like, "Hey, where you been?" I've been working, and then I have stories to tell.
Louis uses a VCR as a pager. I know what I can use my VCR, and that's will be throwing it at your head when I meet you because you pick on me too much. That's what I'm gonna use my VCR for. Boy, it's just serious.
Dude,
That's too big to be used as a pager, though.
Imagine if the VCR was a pager. God damn, that's huge.
God damn, that's huge, though. I've been on IG and Discord, laugh out loud. I just use Twitter, WhatsApp, and Discord with you guys. That's it.
Same. I don't use Discord because I don't know how to use it well. I got bored of Facebook because the amount of fake news was crazy. And this is even before Trump came with the term fake news.
Yeah.
It's like I got upset with one of my aunts. She was posting about some food thing or some chemical, and I'm over here like Jesus Christ, Tia, I love you, but
No.
you know why
That happened
I don't
to my
remember
aunt too.
I don't.
Oh my
I don't remember
God.
what it was. She was like, "Oh, this is poison," and I'm like, "No, that's
That happened
it
to
was
my
salt.
aunt too.
It was salt." So like, because why is it chlorine? Whatever. I'm like, "Tia, that's actually salt. That's the chemicals that make salt. That's what you eat. It's not poison." And then I'm like, you know what? Enough of this shit. And I'm done. And I left Facebook. And after I left Facebook, guess what? I was happier.
You know what?
I left Instagram, and I was happier.
I
haven't left Twitter. Maybe that's why I'm always pissed.
One day my aunt called me. Did you see the rumor that there was going to be a sun flare and that the days were going to be dark because the sun was going to crash? And she called me for that. You know, she said, check the news. I'm like, Tia, that's fake. And she's like, no, check the news. Because, she's 80 years old. She actually believes everything they write to her. I'm like, Tia, that's a lie, though. And when I went into the news, I said, look, NASA ain't reporting nothing. And I even sent her the picture. See what I mean? It's fake. People tend to do that. You don't have to believe everything is posted on social media. Or they post you on WhatsApp. She's like, but it's for real. I'm like, no, it's okay. I said, when it happens, then it happens. 5 days later, nothing happens. I see, Tia, I called you. Did it happen? Oh, you were right. See, I told you. Don't listen to that BS.
There's one that I'm... the peanut packing for the for packages.
Peanut packing, yeah. Peanut packing.
Well, they call it peanut packing. I think they call it that. The ones that looks like Cheetos. Where there's two kind. And I know this for a fact because my brother used to work in Xerox, and he used to ship things in that company. And he used it two different packings. One was made out of plastic styrofoam, and the other one was made out of cornstarch. Why it was made of cornstarch? Because it was biodegradable, and it was less toxic. It looked like fucking Cheetos, cheese puffs. It looks like cheese puffs because it was made out of cornstarch, and it was actually edible. You could eat it. And then I saw one of my aunts show that video, like, oh my God, they're selling us fucking plastic and the cheese puffs and cheese doodles, whatever, and they're poisoning us. Like, no, they're made out of the same fucking material. You can actually eat those because it's biodegradable. And it's made on purpose that way. And that drove me crazy because people just read a little bit. You realize how many things are made out of crazy shit, and you're like, oh, I didn't. That's how the world works.
I mean, if you start looking at how things are made from stuff, you stop eating. I'm not kidding. You stop eating. It's like when they talk about salami. I can't believe you eat salami. I said, salami's good. But it's made. I don't care what's it made from. It's good. Fuck it. And it's only once a day. Now, if you tell me I eat salami every day, then it becomes a problem. But only once in a while. Come on.
You eat morcilla? I don't like morcilla.
Morcillos, one day though I do. I like to eat mondongo.
I don't like mondongo either.
Mondongo's so good. But that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing though. Like if you start looking at everything, like I remember this one person's like, I don't eat chicken nuggets. I'm like, why? I used to work in a chicken nugget factory. I know what's it made from.
Fuck that! I'll eat that shit all day.
I was like, come on, man. Chicken nuggets are good. Yeah, chicken nuggets are delicious. I mean, come on, man. Come on. I mean, that's the thing, though. You eat it one day, but if you eat it like every day, then it becomes a problem. I mean, you can get sick or something, but you just eat it one day. No, because that can give you cancer. I'm like, everything gives you cancer. You go outside right now, the sun burns. You get cancer from everything, though.
We were born with cancer. We just some of us are unlucky to develop it, and some are not.
Yeah. So, yeah. Speaking of that, I gotta get.
It's in our DNA, unfortunately. And Louis, we
I'm-
ran out of topics.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here though. It's almost 12 though.
We've been talking about everything but
Video games today.
Video games.
It wasn't that much of news though. Just beside, we still have the whole Sony whatever thing is going on with Sony and the disc thing that we don't know when that thing's gonna get sold. That's gonna last months, from what it seems though. It's been 2 weeks and they have not responded, so that's gonna last months.
they're not going to
Probably.
respond. Until,
I
I think the only way I see them giving a statement is if they are actually when they're sued. Now that they're getting sued, right?
Yeah.
I think the first they're going to give statements during
Yep.
those cases,
Yep.
not a public statement. I don't know.
Not a public statement. Yeah, that's not gonna happen though. So yeah. But yeah, other than that though, it's
You
just
know what?
been nothing else though. Just Halo's coming out.
Like,
I gotta
but I
tell you
would have
something
to
that
say
that
some
Assassin's
shit
Creed.
is
I can't
poison.
wait to play it.
some
That's
shit is
it.
poison. Meat, dairy is us. Is the U.S. is fucked. I'll say you this though.
What? Wait, what are the?
I
some
think the
shit is
food.
poison.
I think United States food, as great as it is, because there's fantastic food. Some of it is a little bit filled with chemicals that even sometimes I'm like,
No. No.
you, like, it's weird. Why would you add those things? Because at least over here, there's certain products that, even though they come imported from the States, they make them change certain chemicals on the food.
Do you want me to drop in and tell you guys what's happening with the food, with the meats and everything though? I mean, I know all that stuff because that's my area though.
Oh, that's you do. That's you do. That's what you do. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do though. The thing is, like, for example, here's the thing though. Like, when it comes to cows though in the States though, why are the meats so good over there in the States? Because they try to keep it as thin as possible. They try, to feed them as naturally as possible. Like, for example, corn and all that stuff. They feed them that. Now, the question is the corn natural as it can be? That is the question though that people ask, because at the end of the day, it's what they eat, because these cows just are eating some stuff, and what happens is they do add some certain stuff into like these products to try to make the animal fatter or something like that. But at the end of the day though, they try to keep it as good as they can when it comes down to the meats. And to be honest though, like, if you look at the meat over there in the States compared to here, like, the quality of meat in the United States is 100% better than over here. 100% better. It even
Wait.
tastes better.
You crazy?
What's up?
That must be Dominican, not here.
No, I don't know about over there though. I don't know how your animals eat. I don't know what kind of, if they feed, what do they feed them though. I gotta sit there and watch what the
I don't know what they
animals eat
feed them,
over there.
but I know we have
Yeah.
Argentinian cows.
Oh yeah, the Argentinian cows. Yeah, they have a different feed though. That's the thing though, because yeah, I'm just telling you like why over there in the States, like, the meat is good. Same thing with chickens though. Like, here we have to send chickens out in 45 days. Chickens have to leave in 45 days, because if they don't leave in 45 days and be at the weight they gotta be, they got a problem. They lose money. So that's a different story, Chad, and I will explain that to you one day.
Yeah. All
It's
I
way too
know
long.
is out of all the flaws that Panama can have as a country, one of those things that they don't have a flaw is we don't fuck around with when it comes to the
quality,
food.
yeah, the quality of meat has to be good though.
Not only in the
Anywhere.
meats, but when it comes to what dairies, like what's in the
Yeah.
food, what's everything is
yeah.
like checked. They're like, what the fuck is this? Like, not
Yeah.
everything comes inside, but when it comes inside the country, they're like, all right, this is what you need to change.
That's
And we
how
don't
it
get
is.
sick by that shit. Like,
Nope.
I mean, I'm not saying the food is perfect, of course not, but it's like, yeah. Like for example, the Coca-Cola.
Oh,
We have the same Coke that Mexico has, because we make it down here. We use the fucking sugar cane instead of corn syrup. So it's the Coca. When you come down here, we go, it tastes like the Mexican one. It's great, of course, because we use sugar cane.
Sugar canes. Yeah, there is a sugar cane Coca-Cola though. It tastes so good.
And it tastes way better. Even though I'm not a
Yeah.
fan of Coke. And you can taste the difference, because in certain stores you can buy the American Coke
Yeah.
because it comes in a can. But when you buy the bottle, which is the glass one, and the other bottle that has the yellow top of it, it's the sugarcane one. And we make it here because my sister-in-law works in the Coca-Cola company down here. And they have the recipe, but the mixture of the sugars is different. and certain other stuff. Like we sued like Frito Lay's. We Panama sues Frito Lay's down here also, and PepsiCo and all these companies because they were doing some weird shit. Like, no, man, you're gonna put that in the food? Why you need that much sugar? Why you need this? Why do you need that? And the food tastes great without all the dumb shit that it has. So whatever.
Yep.
And it's again, there's junk food, of course, but what I'm saying is, I don't know why they do certain stuff. Like, there's weird stuff happening with the food, and like, why do you need to put that shit in?
I don't know. Good question.
Plus, when it comes to fruit, it's the same thing. Fruit is like, dude, I go to my mom's house, I pick up fucking oranges and lemons and fucking mangoes out of her backyard. They grow naturally without putting nothing on it. No, nothing. It's just naturally there. And you grab it, and it's juicy. It tastes great. I mean, it doesn't look and doesn't have that perfect look from the supermarket, right? But because but it's naturally there. It's not like I go to my mom's backyard. Also, I grab certain leaves and I make tea out of it. No pesticides, nothing. I just grab it, bloop, pluck it, put it in hot water.
There you go.
You got herbal tea. You got mental tea. You got de limon. You got all kinds of weird teas, and it's great. I go to my uncle's house back in the interior of the country. He grabs a fucking pig out of his backyard. He stabs the motherfucker, and we have pork. And it tastes fantastic.
Tastes fantastic.
He has a farm.
And Joey's a farmer too. Farmer Joe. There you go.
I think that's the life I want to live. Like, I'm tired of the city.
Farmer Joe. So chat, listen up. The crazy one and Joey's got to go. It's 12 already. We had a good show, even though we didn't talk that much game. We just talked about everything in life. We all know that Joey's part of the mob. No, I'm just kidding. He's not part of the mob.
Oh yeah, I have to show you. I'm gonna Google it and send it to you. Like.
But yeah, Chad, like always, before we go, tell us what you've all been playing. I've been playing the Doom the Dark Ages DLC. And man, let me tell you something. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Joey, I don't know what the hell they did in this DLC though, but yesterday I was getting furious in that DLC. All I know is one thing though, that if I go to Call of Duty, I'm kicking y'all's butt. Because that game I was sweating playing that game yesterday. There was 2 areas that I got my butt kicked like 20 times. It's that tough. It wasn't like the game was easier for me. Like I played the game, I didn't die as much. And this one, I'm dying a lot because since the Doom guy's a fucking tank, he's not moving as fast as Doom the Eternal or Doom the other one. They're kicking my ass. They are furious. How about you, Joey? What you been playing? What's up?
I finished last night. Mouse PI because they did the update so I could replay the fucking levels. So I got the 1,000 out of 1,000 there. And I finished the second part of Lat Circus, which is a kind of a puzzle point-and-click horror game. It had the second...
Oh, shit.
You saw the DM, right?
Yes, I did. I said, oh, shit.
That's the owner and my boss.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oh, well, let's keep it going. So, you were playing, though? Keep it going?
That's one of the news articles when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Hold on, I think. Let's see if we can find another one.
Ah, shit.
I think he still have the FBI warrant on it. But anyway. Here it is, New York Post. Anyway.
Let's keep it going, though.
Here's another one on the New York Post because he was busted in New York, dumbass. I even called him a
City
dumbass.
2 is coming out next month. Sweet. Power World gets sued back day. No, Power World's not getting sued already. Nintendo is not going to win over Power World. Power World's kicking its ass.
No, Power World is fine.
Power World is fine. It's not going to happen. No. Power World is kicking ass and we're happy about it. That's good that, that game actually went out there and did something, though.
There's another one on the New York Post. When that thing happened, and that didn't happen, he wasn't the first one to fall. It was a chain of events. Everybody started snitching.
Yep, it's always like that at the end though. So let's see. But yeah, so what were you playing, Joey? Sorry again. I was looking at the news like, oh
Vlad
shit.
Circus 2, which is like the meaniest, like something is a weird name. It's a horror game. It's a pixel art horror game. It's really disturbing. I like it.
Okay.
I did 1,000 out of 1,000 there. I did Mouse PI because they did the update, so it allows you to replay the levels and collect the collectibles, all of that. I got the 1,000 out of 1,000 there. A few days ago, I finished Dave the Diver DLC with all the bugs, all the fishes, everything. The snapping turtle, everything is done on that DLC. I wish I had a little bit more. That's done. What else I've been playing? Played a little bit of Overcooked with my kids. Fortnite sometimes because of my kids. What else? I don't know what else I've been playing. I haven't played that much because of the fucking World Cup, of course. But I finished Splinter Cell Blacklist. Amazing.
Splinter Cell Blacklist, okay.
Yeah, I didn't remember that I didn't finish the game.
All right.
Then I started playing it again, and then I started popping achievements again. I'm like, what the fuck?
Sweet.
And I'm going to play Double Fine's Costume Quest.
Nice.
The original from the 360, because I realized I have 2 achievements there. And 2 achievements left. I'm like, I think I can do that. So I want to finish those.
Sweet. Nice.
So yeah.
Me, like I said, playing Doom the Dark Ages, and after I'm done with that, you know where I'm going. Going to Assassin's Creed Shadow. I mean, not Shadows.
Resynced.
Resync, baby. I'm gonna.
I am going to be a conscious consumer, and I'm going to wait for a lot of these games to be on sale. Because I can't be buying 70. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I want to get Assassin's Creed Resync.
And something that I know that I'm not gonna play immediately.
I'm gonna play the heck out of that game. Oof.
But anyway, I do have the Xbox One version. I can just download that and play it. But whatever. Anyway,
Yep.
Louis, it's time to go. It's time
All
to say
right,
goodbye.
chat. Thank you all for hanging out with us today. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. We love you guys to death. Remember, guys, we're gonna have a member show one day because we gotta talk about this pricing thing that's YouTube keeps forcing me. So I'm probably gonna do it in this whole week. Oh shoot. Sorry about that. We're probably gonna do it this week, and I'll keep you posted. You know, it's a members only show, and you guys come in and we'll talk about it and see what's going on. And yeah. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful night. Do mean a beautiful and awesome Monday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back at 7 p.m. ET with Soundblow, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. And on Fridays, invite me to do an XBI en Español with Elvis and Encita Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter, X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's where you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on top of what's happening in the gaming news world. Chat, have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.